Very well, bar fight. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to. I typed it literally moments ago. Session 132. Does that sound correct to everybody before I get started? I think
so.
Does that sound good? All right, beautiful. Session 132. I think we might have to start talking about season 2 of Raven's Retribution as well.
What?
I think after we leave the Fey realm would be a nice moment.
No. Once we go to Scardeep and then take over Scardeep, that's season 2.
We've been on
quite a while, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, but that's my point. That's the point, though. Like, we've been on this quest to get there for like the last year. We have to get there, and
it seems like I think that would be a good season ender.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but that's also probably some time away. Like, I totally agree that season 2 probably should have started when you entered the Underdark, you know. And
yeah, exactly. The Underdark arc, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are right. But also, do we wait that long?
It has been 132 sessions now.
The other one ended on 170 sessions though for season 1.
So we got like 40 more, give or take.
Yeah. Anyway, oh god. We'll see. Maybe we hand wave that a little bit and do it when we arrive at Stoneblood.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
I mean, that seems like
Alright.
We'll find out.
Ours is gonna be more like the Hobbit, where it's split into 3. That's what.
I can't imagine even the Tuesday game is going to end with. I can very much see season 3 being sort of levels 17 to 20. That sort of. Anyway, we'll get there. Nice. Guys, could I please get a D100 from everybody to start out? You know,
let's go.
Start this out traditionally.
Wow.
Ooh.
94.
Right down the middle, 50. Ooh, I didn't roll too shabby either. 66. Oh my gosh.
Demon.
All right, I won't ask for one from Radek because he's not here at the moment. But I mean, a 94 feels like a pretty good. Jack, can you roll me a D6 as well, please?
Wow.
Time for reserve.
I just want to see if you get to 100. Anyway,
I get 97.
damn. Roll me another D6. Let's see if you can do it. Roll another 3.
Actually, roll 6 now. Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay. Well, that didn't work out.
Let's keep rolling those 6s until it's the.
Yeah, no, it's too late. You ruined it. All right. Jack, if you wouldn't mind, give us a recap of what happened last time on Raven's Retribution.
Ooh, what happened last time on Raven's Retribution? Hold on.
There are notes. There's actually Jack notes as well, so.
Yes, they are Jack
notes.
These are very meaty.
I feel like these notes are less notes, more like a report. Reading
they
them,
are
to be honest.
I'm sorry,
They're very thick. They're very thick. These notes.
I'll always say, like, I like that our notes are just a combination of all of us. I like that. It's different styles. That's really cool.
It's what you would call at school a group project.
There you go. I love it.
Wow, do you know that's actually I've just looked. That's very interesting. The Tuesday notes are 54,000 words. These are 60,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly added quite some words.
I
think Lexi did the notes for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Lexi did a lot of them. Good hats off to Lexi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it away, man. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Yes. So last time we left off just as the guests started, joining in, talking among themselves, getting drunk and crunk, and having a gay old time. They are very fancy guests. There's like a smorgasbord of ornaments and clothing and other kinds of exotic things going on with all these people here, so it's really a feast for the eyes, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Harkin is continuing to have his staring contest with I think her name is Amalia.
Amalia, yeah.
Yeah, Amalia next to him. Neither of them are blinking, and she's smiling. Harkin is grimacing. Holmond, in the meantime, wonders if there's any harm in fraternizing with the enemy, so to say, or just with the Fae. And Manaroff is like, I would not recommend it. And Holmond's like, well, maybe if I get drunk enough, this won't go the way they expect it to go. So Holmond proceeds to get shit-faced. This is going to take some time because Holmond apparently rolls like a god whenever he needs to see how intoxicated he is. As that continues, we all just keep refilling and drinking. And meanwhile, the Cardinal goes and has a talk with Mox. He wants to use Mox as his personal mirror, which is a bit of an odd request, I suppose. But yeah, Mox tries to then be the Cardinal's mirror so that the Cardinal can freshen himself up, cut off his beard, shave himself a little bit. You know, the whole fancy pants thing. And as they're doing that, Mox doesn't really roll so well in his performance, so it's a bit of a mixed bag and how good it looks sometimes on Mox. But eventually the Cardinal completes, and the Fae, I guess, don't grow many wild beards out here in the Feywild, because they were all looking at Cardinal doing that like this is some exotic foreign ritual. And they all applauded him loudly when he completed. So, yeah. After that, the Cardinal goes down into the party, all going like, I'm an eager fella and I have no idea about any of the rules. Come on, someone make me an offer. But nobody really wanted to approach him. They were all polite and smiling, but it seemed like they just were holding back, as if someone had told them to hold back or not engage with him. Meanwhile, Duncan has a realization. He hasn't seen his ravens in a while. So he summons them again. Good old Duncan ravens. And then he sends them out for scouting for the King of the Wild Hunt. He doesn't see very much, but there is a sort of set of ruins on a mountain where he spots something in the distance, but it's not clear enough yet, so they start moving in. And meanwhile, Duncan goes to then while Duncan is doing that, figuring that one out, and inspecting and socializing with people while looking for weapons and armor to see maybe the Wild Hunt is actually here and these are all fucking people come to kill us. The Cardinal gets fucking jumped and pulled into a fucking bush out of sight of everyone, and he starts talking with a girl named Lyric, who is basically frantic, confusing, and downright chaotic. Make a deal, make no deal, offer a deal, offer no deal. For 1 gold piece, I'll be your guide. You'll be better than the other current guy. And a whole conversation was had there. Absolute anarchy. And Lyric does confirm to him that they were told not to engage with them, with us, as the party as a whole. But she likes to break the rules. Gotta break the rules. And this conversation mostly goes around in circles for a while. But finally, Lyric just really expresses that she wants to be the guide for Cardinal to this place. And Cardinal just kind of asked of her if the party is a trap for the one who's hunted, most likely American. The party is a trap for. I think I wrote that one wrong. I'm pretty sure that Cardinal confirmed that this party wasn't a trap for him, but I don't know. I'm not really sure on those notes.
From what I remember, it's a deal that like there was a deal made that like the Wild Hunt wouldn't come to this party.
Yeah, I do remember that part. And when did I write this one thing? I don't know. I must have been having a seizure. No. Silmare is interested in Harkin, but we won't be attacked here because it's mostly safe because of the deal need. Lots of other stuff was also discussed between the Cardinal and Lyric about rules and other things. Lyric is an absolute menace, and Silmare does look with a subtle look of disappointment over at the Cardinal when the Cardinal mentions that Silmare always speaks in riddles. So, Silmare is also a little bit busy. Disappointed. Briarheart tempts Manny to come and dance together on the floor to get rid of the flowers, but Manny doesn't do much for dancing, so instead he engages in Durgar slave master chanting, which scares the living daylights out of everyone here.
You guys fucking wanted me so bad to dance. It's your fault, dude. Like,
I know.
I don't take the blame for this.
We got that one. And meanwhile, when that ends, Harkin and Amalia go for a more structured dance that Harkin is used to. It goes pretty well then. And Jesus, combat track is just a gig. It goes pretty well at that end, and Amalia gives Harkin a candy that removes the flowers from him, and would also later on have the effect of making him floaty and lightweight and just bouncing about. But it removes the flowers, so that's good. And he also gets a chance to ask her about the children of Kayak, and they had once been banished to the Feywild, apparently, druidic children. Manarov, blah blah blah. Manarov stays in flower power mode, and he will sit there grumpy. Afterwards, a gunshot rings out, and 4 fucking Fey pirates raid the party, taking drinks and food and dancing and singing twisted Fey sea shanties. Meanwhile, Duncan's birds approach the man upon the ruins on the mountain. He's a very fancy dressed armored man with massive antlers on his helmet. And he has a huge greatsword, and he orders the raven to land on his hand. He says to the raven that we will see you soon, and seemed to be a knight of the Wild Hunt, although, as far as Duncan was concerned, he was the king of the Wild Hunt. Duncan wants to head out right away, but it's decided the party will wait till morning. There was a whole ordeal about Duncan wanting to basically figure out if he could get the Wild Hunt to attack us here, so that he would win this bet with this one guy, because he's in desperate need of new followers. But it's so far kind of hit and miss with that one. And Duncan is still trying to figure it out on how to get that going here. So he's now going to go and try convince Silmare that he should just let the Wild King come over here with the Wild Hunt, so that we can fight them here, and that we can hopefully win, and so that he can win his bet. This fucking guy. Meanwhile, Briarheart goes out to hear some rumors, tale of a singing stream, a river that floats across the land, to grant a wish to those brave enough to drink from the water while it sings a haunting tune. And rumor of Silmare, he wishes to rejoin the Wild Hunt, possibly. And it's with that rumor when Briarheart tells it that Duncan is sure that his plan will succeed. Other shenanigans happen at the bar, various other things. And Holmond gets fucking drunk, does a flip, removes his armor, and goes towards the pirates, and then calls Manny a dick. And that's where we ended the session, after Holman started fighting pirates with his bare fucking hand. So far, going well, I see.
It's surprisingly not going well. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add to that recap?
No, it was incredibly thorough.
There were 2 thank yous that were given.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cardinal to Lyric, me gets Briarheart, whatever. Or was it against Amalia? I actually know who I said thank you to. I just said thank you when.
I think it was to Briarheart when she put him down.
Yeah.
because she could lift him up really easily, and was like playing around with that.
All right, beautiful. If nobody has anything else to add, we will get into it. Jack, you can grab yourself an inspiration or play yourself a card, your choice.
I'll take the inspiration. Lord knows I might need it today.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. There we go.
What the fuck? Did he just snap his neck?
No, but also these Fey pirates just vanish out as they just wisp into like petals as he lands that final blow, almost staggering through them in this instance as he lands that final blow. Give me 2 seconds. Let me change the music here. I can it's right. Alright. The courtyard here erupts into chaos as Holmond continues to swing and fight against these Fey pirates. Their laughter rings sharp and wild, this sort of mocking melody as they deftly sidestep out of the way of his swings. You can see it wasn't until that last moment that he actually starts to land some. You see pirates with like jangling seashells and feathered caps counter as they like pull fists and do their best to kick and punch and grab him, but Holmond is finding his own as he manages to take out the first one. There is this sort of crackle of mischief in the air as almost like with throwing tankards, you see like containers of fluids and ale being thrown around, and Holman continues to like roar amongst the chaos with determination as his fists strike like thunderclaps each time. The pirates are swift, and their antics only serve to seem to sort of fuel Holman's relentless resolve to have a good old scrap here. You can feel the sort of fey magic that surrounds these pirates swirling like a tempest, mixing with the laughter, echoing and discordant as other people in the courtyard are now beginning to pay more attention as the fight picks up, and people are sort of starting to turn and cheer, and you even see that small trinkets and things are beginning to change hands as if people are taking bets on the outcome of this fight.
I'm good, Duncan. Time to fix some bets.
Yeah, if you want to play some bets, you better make it quick.
I put 50 gold on Holman. Cromback.
Wow, against who? Who would like to take his bet?
I mean, I'm gonna bet this. I'm gonna bet the same side. So.
Yeah, this is the problem. If you're all betting for Holland,
Yeah, I was also thinking of betting for Cromback, so like, you know.
There's no fun in knowing bets.
and the Fae seem very uninterested in taking your bets, unfortunately. Or at least they will not trade you for gold.
So I would bet for Holmond as well, but would anybody bet against him?
Yeah, that's the problem right now.
Perhaps a better wager would have been to see. Perhaps a better wager would have been to see how long any of the pirates lasted.
Awesome. I give them 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
40
Jeez.
seconds. That's several rounds.
That's what, like 6 rounds.
Yeah.
I say the Biolvio first pirate mate will be the last to go. 5 gold.
Which one?
This one.
This one.
Okay,
Oh, the
I'll
pinky
take
one.
that bet. I'll take that bet because it seems like this one is gonna go first.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna say
I
that-
have a hunch too. Like she seems very near death already.
Conrad, go for the one on the bottom.
She looks a bit
Roll me a persuasion.
yellowish, orange.
Oh no.
Cromback, attack the one with 10 cap.
Okay, everybody roll me. If you are trying to tell him to hit somebody in particular, roll me a persuasion. He's sort of only half paying attention at the moment as he's just in full, like, almost battle frenzy.
hit that one. I'm gonna try and convince him, I guess.
She's not. Violet's not gonna try to convince him of to hit a specific one, but she's gonna make a bet on the blue background one. That'll That'll be the last one standing between the pirates.
The big one will go down first now.
You Harkin, you rolled the highest. You want him to hit the pink one?
The big one, yeah.
You're gonna swing twice at the pink one, and once at the one at the bottom.
I'm gonna.
Neither of those
I want
hit.
I'm still in the running.
I want to try as this one hits him. I want to use my mage hand to just slap Kronberg as his hormone as.
All right,
Like,
let me get to that
he-
turn, and you can absolutely do that on that turn. The one at the bottom is swinging back at him now after getting hit, hitting with one of them. Keep in mind that Kronberg took his armor off. He currently has an AC of 9 while he's flanked.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
He took his shirt off. Like, let's go.
We are all in agreement, though, that if he loses this, we will bully him relentlessly.
Oh hell yes!
All right, it is her turn. What did you want to do?
Oh, if she misses, I want to slap Hormone with my mage hand, so he thinks she
Two
Lands
hits,
both
two hits.
strikes.
Oh gosh, he's near death.
He might actually lose this.
Can-
All right,
That's 2 words.
sorry, I realized what the issue
surrender
was. You
is
wanted
just
to
one
shout?
word.
There we go.
So I want to, if it's possible,
Mhm.
cast command on those 3 guys.
I mean, it might be. Tell me what. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just laying back in the game. You can try. You would know that just because of their nature, they will have advantage on the save.
Yeah, I know. I know. So I just want to tell them to surrender.
Roll me an insight, please.
Inside.
This is great. This time to use counter spell.
No, there'll be another cast of encounter spell.
12.
Encounter spell. Come on.
Harkin. Sorry. Harkin, how you doing? Grombrack was the one that started. Keep in mind.
I know, that's fine.
All right. Go ahead and target one of them and roll it.
Let's see. What level do I need to use? Okay.
Level 2, you can affect another additional creature for each slot above first level.
So that's 2, 3, 4, right? Do I have a
That's
4?
3. It's 3 guys.
Okay.
And third level spell slot if you want to affect them all.
If you're using a warlock spell slot.
Yeah, then it's automatically going to be high.
Okay, cool.
Though. 2 seconds, because they do have an advantage on this. I will roll for each of them as well.
While we're doing this, what are each people's bets on who's gonna last the longest?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Mux has betted on the blue guy, or the blue background guy. I betted on the pink girl that she's gonna die next. The pink-haired one.
No, I bet
And I
against you.
think-
To clarify, no one is
Duncan-
dying here, right? Like,
Well, they turned into fairy.
Pedals.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I want this to be subtle just in case.
That's fine. I do, however, still need you to roll a d20.
Surge.
Alright,
surge.
so we have-
Surge. Oh.
You are under the arcane influence, so roll me another one.
Surge. Surge. Surge.
God damn it.
What spell level slots does he have? 5, hopefully.
He used the
I
third
don't
level.
think. Yeah, I think that's
That's
4th.
fourth. Oh,
Alright.
we're so close. He's warlock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the highest I have is a 4th.
No, your warlock is third level.
Oh yes, my warlock is 4th level, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go.
I see.
Did I miss any
Yeah,
bets?
your highest is 4. All right, beautiful. So you see, as like two of them just put their hands up and like step back a little bit. However, one of
Who's
them
gonna hit?
is still got their eyes set on Holman at this point, and Holman will turn and swing at them. The one that saved the check.
20. Is it a 20?
Missing. Miss with the first one. Hit with the second. Hit with the third. For a total of 14 points. Is that right? 14 points of damage.
Yeah. Grombrek hits hard.
He is going to keep fighting as he succeeded on his check against it. That will miss. That will miss as he gets hit.
I think command only lasts a turn, right? So
Yeah.
I have to
yeah.
perform the action on the next turn, yeah.
Yeah. This one is still a turn, as is this one, because they'll both see one
it's
turn.
Crombrake, a little bit of briefing room.
Crombrek will swing at the one at the bottom. Missing.
Come on, Grombrek. Let's get
Again.
back into it.
7 points.
Hey, blue one's out.
Turns, and we'll swing at the one at the
So, go
top.
out. Yeah.
And the pink one is the last one standing. Ooh!
Oh!
Fuck.
I just
Oh!
no.
Crombrake lives!
I mean,
Can I-
critical damage on when you're just doing a 1+ strength is not that much.
Yeah.
That will hit. Crombrek just spits a little bit of blood. You see one of the Fae nearby wisps a hand, and it never hits the ground as they try and clean it up before it even gets to the ground. And Crombrek, readies himself and will just swing wildly at the pink-haired pirate. Missing with the first one. Missing with
I
the second
want,
one. Mhm.
as he does this, I want to try and command the other one to
Missing.
grovel this turn.
All right. I will say, yeah, go ahead to the top of the round. Go ahead and cast it. Oh, you blessed
Yes.
it. That's very good of you.
Oh, sorry, no. No, my mistake.
No, wait, that's the wrong spell! Makes the wrong turn on the rune. Ah!
They do have
Actually,
advantage, so
would
let me roll that
Oh.
once
That would
more.
have been equal to everyone.
God, it's a 2.
Okay. And Stuttle again, of course.
Okay, roll me a d20. This is just a first level.
Ooh,
Okay, that's a success. Roll it
watch
again.
that one.
Swear to God, if you blow up right next to us
damn
while
it.
trying to cheat Duncan, it would be.
Was that another warlock slot, though? Was it another
No,
warlock
it's a
slot?
first
No.
level. It's a
Okay. Oh,
It's the
okay.
first level one.
Fine.
sorcerer he used. Alright. You see as they just drop. I'm going to roll an insight for Almond.
You rolled out a disadvantage because he's drunk.
He just looks down, confused, at this one that's groveling on the stairs at his feet.
Feels she's ducking.
I think it's
Hey,
pretty
she'll
obvious. I think the difference between groveling and ducking is pretty obvious. She is technically prone at the moment.
That was the point, yeah.
However, Holmond will look down. He does not understand why she's doing this. A few of the Fae understand there is magic involved here, those that are, more magically inclined, and I think some of you would be able to pick up on that easily as well. You may not know the source of it, but somebody being commanded.
But you do. I mean, it's obvious.
I mean, if you know Duncan, then you can take a pretty good damn guess. However, you see as Holman looks and just shoves them a little bit, but will refuse to hit them whilst they're groveling.
Oh,
Oh!
Holman's not a bad. He's not just going to beat the shit out of somebody that's groveling in front of him. He's not mad at
He's
you.
a Durgar with honor.
Probably instead of groveling, should have actually just said ducking, Maybe that would have worked.
True, maybe. But he will just push them, shake them a little bit, and
Come on!
put them back up on their feet, and then square up again.
Yeah.
As she is no longer under the effect, so we'll swing twice. That's what he spends his turn doing.
Jesus.
Ooh!
That will
My
hit.
god, she doesn't deal much damage.
That will also hit for 6.
Ah!
Oh, very red. You're very red there.
One Crombrag.
There we fucking go.
Again, still not a huge. Oh my god!
Very good,
Well,
very
you
good
know,
though, very good.
why-
Still very
Is he a
cool,
champion?
Oh,
Yeah! Bam, bam, bam.
Go!
Boom, boom, boom.
for 8. For 7. And just swings and falls on the stairs with the last one as they disappear.
Yeah!
He just sits down. Someone bring me a drink. If
Reinhardt
he
whistles and claps.
ended with 5 hit points, like he 2 more hits, he was down.
Mox will move up
he
and go.
did make it, so he don't get to bully him.
Ladies and gents, let's give it up for Crombrick, the Duradick.
Yay!
He pushes himself to his feet. Right, you square up. Come on.
Yes, come on! Let's see those hands fly, Mark.
You bring me whiskey.
Yes, I can bring him whiskey. I'll walk up real quick with my whiskey in hand. Basically, grab Crombrack's head, open his mouth, pour the whiskey in, close it up. Come on, you got him, champ. Punch him in the dick and twist it.
Ow.
He looks to Mox.
Give him healing hands. Quick. Wait there.
Yeah, I'll lay on hands. I'll lay on him.
I was gonna tip him over.
I'm gonna lay on hands on him for 50 HP. That's one great
Massaging his shoulder. Come on, fucking beat the shit out of him.
You got this, champ.
He like shakes a little bit, obviously like feeling good now. All right. Did you bring me whiskey?
Yeah, I did bring whiskey. I
No,
gave
he's
him
saying
a
this
shot.
specifically to Mox at this point.
Oh.
No, I didn't. I did not bring you whiskey.
Do your kind have penises?
What the fuck?
He told me to hit you in the dick.
You can certainly try.
Take that as a no. And he very badly starts stumbling up the stairs away back to the bar. Oh, I can just ask this one. Hey, how you doing? And I'm gonna do that.
Wait, did Mr. Steal Your Girl just move in on Marx's spot?
A little bit. Sorry, Mox.
Does he take a sip? Does he take a sip of my cup, which I assume is still right there?
You gave him a drink, right, Hagen?
I gave
they were
Mox
whiskey.
the cup.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's
still
fine.
give him a drink.
But he's got something in hand already, so he's perfectly contented with that for the moment. So at least for the moment, no. Maybe once he's done, he'll look for something else. All right. The fight is finished. We're gonna clear the blood off the.
Odd, but it gave so much flavor to this place.
off the stream. Well, they weren't really drawing blood. Like it was just fisticuffs, you know. There was really.
I don't know,
really
they beat the shit out of Holman. I'm pretty sure he was draining some blood.
Well,
They
he
magicked it away.
spit blood, as I said, but like one of the Fae just cleaned it up. That's fine. That said, you are all back at the bar at this point. I know there's been a lot happening, but at this point, I just want to ask all of you if there's anything else that you have planned that you want to get done tonight. I know there was a lot of mischief brewing with bets and things taking place. So is there anything that anybody here wants to do this Friday?
have something to do for the rest of the evening, but nothing to do right now.
Where is our host? I don't see him on the map.
He's right over there.
Mingling.
Is he mingling? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. Where are my notes?
I don't know.
He just takes out a notebook and is like flipping through before talking to him.
Oh, wrong notes?
You literally have paper notes?
What, you don't?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm old school.
I have a typewriter right in front of me. It's electronic.
Click, clickety clack, clickety clack.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
I can pick you on those notes.
Alright, here we go. Grab a pen. Yeah, so I'm gonna approach Silmer, and I was seeing if he's mingling, and when there's a break in the conversation, I will approach. And re-greet him. Oh, gracious host of the mountaintop. Do you have a moment?
You see, he's been talking to a few people. I think I mentioned last time that like everybody's trying to get his attention, like continuously throughout the night. It seems to be like a running theme that people want to speak with him, and so there's a small like group around him, and you step in at a point where everybody is like laughing. You're not sure what, but presumably some sort of tale that's just been finished being told. Sorry, by the way, I apologize. I'm still not like well, but as you step in, he says, "Of course, lovely it is to see thee once more. We can certainly carve time from the threads of fate to share in thy company. Questions?"
Of course. See, I'm a researcher from Scarlet Tower, somewhere deep within the Scarlet Brotherhood in the Armenia jungle. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I was wondering if I could speak to you about magic for a minute or two.
He seems to like take it in and try and process it deeply. Fascinating, indeed. The words are like sweet melody. Pray ask away, and I shall answer as the winds carry the truth upon thy breath.
It was momentarily. It was only just a few months ago that magic was rendered a bit unstable. I'm sure you've noticed. However, more so on the material plane, but I can see the effects echoing through this, through the Feywild as well. I was wondering if there was. You knew that if there was a correlation of why that is.
He ponders the words slightly, and you can see as you're speaking, he like nods in agreement. I know not why it breaks, yet in its fracture, the world doth bloom with newfound beauty. Magic, once steady as the stars, now dances in chaotic splendor, less stable yet more wondrous in its fleeting grace. But I know not why.
Right, but I fear what I'm trying to understand though is if whatever had caused this also affected magic here in the Feywild. However, it seems that the magic of the domains, effective rules and applications of said magic do not seem affected. My curiosity lies in which why would those magics not be affected, yet the effective spell magic? Do you have any thoughts on that?
You see there's a look of almost genuine confusion at your words as he is sort of trying to keep up as you are like talking to him.
Embarrassed, like, so this is what it feels to be on the other side.
There's a notable pause before he answers, where he's clearly like deeply contemplating what you're saying. It seems the worlds, like threads of fate, in sweet irony, are weaving together. I find joy in this union. Magic, ever pure and wild, is the same wherever one treads. If it breaks in one, why should it not falter in all? Perhaps it is but a slow unraveling, a gentle fall from grace, yet in that very break, something new may be born.
Does this mean that there are tiers of magics of being affected then? Possibly domain magic of the Feywild, if all our worlds are intertwined with magic. Then perhaps the domain magic, being an ancient form of magic, is not yet affected, but will eventually be affected.
Aye.
Interesting.
In time, we shall unravel before our eyes. All shall unravel before our eyes. Like a tapestry worn and frayed, threads of existence. Tidily bound will fray and break, revealing beauty but beyond that which lies beneath. Strange promise. From ruin of all things, new wonders rise. I think in time we'll see it all. Say goodbye.
Are you implying that the world will end? The worlds will end? Goodbye. Or perhaps I misunderstood.
What indeed does it mean for the world to end? Perhaps it is not the end of all things, but just what we know. The closing of one chapter, the turning of a page, something the fabric of existence may tell. But from the seams, new threads shall weave. From the ashes, new world shall rise. Like a phoenix, as beauty and wild as the last, yet different in its song.
Magic has always been a part of our worlds, as far as the texts go back. Perhaps, even if whatever is causing this magic to go wild and abound and chaotic, eventually will reweave itself and create something new and even more spectacular than we have now. It's grandiose to think about. Of course, destruction and death come with anything of being unraveled and destroyed, magic, chaotic, and abound. There are protections that are in place, of course, of why we have certain limitations of magic. But let me ask you this. Is there a way to use domain Feywild magic outside of the Feywild? I know that there are certain rules that can be applied to domains, whether they be yours or someone else's. And I know that promises made between individuals, and I gesture to the room, are bound by these sorts of magics. I've seen our Durgar Lita, company's Lita, sort of be bound by this sort of promise. And of course, I've seen the repercussions of individuals with my testing as I gestured to the people that didn't dance when I offered the dance. Succumb to the magics. Is there any way I could, as an origin of also sorts of Fey, take part of this magic with me, sort of?
There's a slight chuckle. A spear dancer, thou art, with grace and might, but not a magician. Yet thy words hold most profound, true. The veil grows thinner, and with it the boundaries between worlds grow faint. Perhaps there is a way to weave our powers together, to use the magic of each realm as one. How to do this I know not, for such things lie beyond even the reach of my step. Yet would I bind my world with whispers of the Fae? Oh, dear friend, I would. But would thee? If it meant the dance of our realms could intertwine. Entwine?
Is it?
Where the very winds of magic could carry us to places.
Mox
Would you risk it?
frowns, but at the question, almost like a wicked smile grows on his face, and he says, "Yes, of course, but with a bigger scope, of course. Feywild being one thing, Shadowfell another, the Nine Hells, Mount Celestia and Isgard, all different realms of magic. I would not have but one, but all, combined into one nexus. If I could take a bit of everything, call me greedy, but I would."
True chaos.
Were it be possible, of course, all theoretical.
This world, your world, and that of Shadow, already drawn near, as though fate herself has pulled the thread taut. The rest, I do not know. What once seemed distance is now within reach, and soon we will find ourselves dancing not just between worlds, but within them. But maybe not the Nine Hells.
It's a point of example, of course. But I seek to channel, perhaps, a bit of all worlds, all magics, magic in and of itself. However, that brings me to my next topic. Of course, I was researching currently, before arriving shortly in the Feywild. I was in the Underdark, researching the roots of magic that flow underneath the material plane. Do such roots of magic exist here in the Feywild, seeming as our worlds, the veil between our worlds, this world and the material plane, are thinning, like roots of a tree growing into every plane?
He pauses. To bind, you would bind all worlds to a singular realm. A thought wondrous and perilous. What beauty could be born from such a union?
I mean, what I'm pondering is whether or not, if the roots of magic flow not just between one world, but all worlds, connected to perhaps a singular point or points, to create this sort of network of magic. And if this is the case, then perhaps there is singular points of magic which one can attune to or draw from.
And how can I assist thy research?
To be most honest, you've already helped me plenty with what you've told me. I simply wish to have understood if it were possible for me to sort of channel the Feywild magic, seemingly outside of the Feywild. But it's like you suggested, it may be possible. It's just the knowledge is not here, right?
The knowledge is not mine. I, a humble dancer. Though wonderful to know that I help without knowing. But for you, the Fae is ever with you. Keep in mind, to channel such things will be easier in some places.
Of course, certain places act as catalysts to channel certain kinds of magic, and different locations act as sort of portals and veils. It's all very understandable.
Where the
thank you.
veil is thin, there shall find chaos, growing ever strong, like vine twisting through the cracks of reality. And he pulls a hand up as he's saying this, almost as if he's going to like take a bow. Its roots deep in the fabric of the world, yet to be unraveled. Pulls his hand down, and in his hand now rests a bottle that wasn't there moments ago, like this crystallized, clouded glass. But you see something like almost like a combination of silver, pink, and green swirling liquid inside. And he looks at it and then looks to you and sort of winks a little bit. And then like drops the bottle like from his hand, just lets go, but recatches it on the neck instead, and just pops the cork out with ease, and will from a pouch pull out several shot glasses. The source of all magic, it must surely be a thing of true beauty. Magic is, of course, the essence of creation. A beauty that is not merely in form, but in the truth that stirs the heart and moves the soul of all. And with that, he'll pour 2 shots and hand you.
Yep, I will accept it and drink it.
It's an incredible taste. It's an incredible flavor that is very difficult to explain, as it's a cacophony of thousands of different things, almost as if it tastes of nostalgic memories, all wrapped together with warmth and splendor. And as he takes the shot, you see he tosses the bottle that's, puts the cork back in and tosses the bottle behind him, just almost like into the crowd of Fae somewhere. But you don't hear as it hits anything. Just seemingly disappears in the air. He takes his shot as well. Do not think too much more tonight. It will not serve you.
Thank you for this most enlightening conversation. And the drink. I didn't plan to think. This was simply the peak of my inquiry into my study for now. I shall return to the rest of my companions and continue the festivities. Please, thank you.
We can
Again.
discuss more in the morrow.
Mox will nod.
And he'll bow.
Yeah, I'll bow back.
Okay.
Thank you, Ty.
Dr. Zerov, did you, Mox?
Of course.
Right. Anything of use actually came out of that?
Somewhat. Just theories and bits of information on magic here and there. I don't suppose it's anything that would help you in combat, though. Of course, I could share it if you had about an hour or 2 of your time. But I don't think you'd want to be bored with such details.
Oh, I think I'd keep that hour or 2 to myself.
I figured that would be the case.
Speaking of time, is time supposed to be frozen?
Yeah.
In the Feywild, of course.
It's whatever time it is.
It's whatever time it wants to be.
For who knows
Yeah.
how long.
Quite literally. It is whatever time it wants.
And
All right.
goes as it feels.
Sorry.
Yeah, can I just
Oh.
be part of every plane of existence and just have magic from everywhere? That'd be cool. Thanks.
No.
Just right up the horde. Just combine it all, explode.
Speaking of Mox, Can I borrow some paper?
Of course.
And do you perhaps have oh fuck, what's it called? Oh shit, what do you call like it's not a pencil, but it is like made from coal, charcoal. They use it for drawing stuff.
Yeah, I think it might just be called charcoal.
Yeah, just think of charcoal, I guess.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
But do you want paper or parchment? Can I pull both out?
Let's do parchment.
Alright. So bring you some parchment, give you a sheet, give you a quill.
I don't really need a quill, I need charcoal.
Well, I didn't carry charcoal with me.
You're a lovely sight. You should be bad about yourself. No, that's a lie.
Oh, we could see if there's charcoal left over from any fires that happened recently.
I'm gonna charcoal that
Bad
up to
one.
the drink speaking.
No,
let me-
no, I take back.
I'm a researcher, not a comedian.
It's yours. You might be able to find some old jokes somewhere on your research site.
Let me see. Hold on.
Maybe you can unearth one.
Would this have something like that? Like some in the chest, bring it forward, open it.
Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think that's perfectly reasonable to have that in there.
I find the charcoal, whatever it is that he wants, and I go, all right. I should take better inventory of what I have. Here you
You're
go.
an excellent researcher. I don't know why I would doubt you, sir.
Again, chalking it up to that drink. And I'm gonna close the chest, and you'll hear the beep beep as the chest disappears.
And just to clarify, you don't actually need to cast it, right? Once you cast it,
No. That's here. I'll throw it back up.
that's
you
right.
guys
I
can read
vaguely
it, but-
remember. I was just double checking.
Let me just find it. But yeah, I'm not gonna consume that. Yeah. Oh, that did not. Alright. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's the text. But I have to recast it in 60 days or something.
Yeah.
Well, I've had just about enough alcohol. And I was wondering where we can even retire you for the evening. Do you know, Amalia?
I have a few ideas.
What are you laughing about?
Bernard's
more
like
thing.
smiles and like walks over to the other side of the bar to get her cup.
Walk over with prayer heart.
That's right. You can do that.
Oh, nuts! I've been influenced again!
This man has so many effects on him, it's gonna be crazy.
Amalia will lead him, pushes another glass of wine into your hand. Here, drink. The night's still so young.
No, I've had enough to drink. Things I wanna get to in the evening.
We have so much time yet. Surely a little wine won't affect you too badly.
You say that now, but I know myself. It won't just be a little wine.
Alright. That's fine. You can stop drinking. Continue. Is there anything specifically basically at this point I would like to give you a little description of what happens, and push forward to the morning. But that said, is there anything anybody would like to do before I do that? Looking at you,
I want to specify a few things. Despite what might be going on, I'm not going to be having relations with this woman. That's not going to happen tonight. Just going to say that. But I am going to be sketching something as certain memories were brought forth. And I first want to try and roll a performance check to see if I do even well enough to make an attempt at this, or I should just throw away the parchment, if that's all right.
Sure. What is it you're trying to draw, sorry?
He's going to draw the face of his wife in the past.
All right. Go ahead and roll me performance, unless you have a tool that is sort of painters or calligraphy or something.
Sadly, I don't.
Roll me a performance. Or a sleight of hand. Do as well.
Oh, that's a pretty good performance roll.
Pretty good.
It's more of a personal thing for Harkin in that evening. But let's just say certain things were discussed, memories were brought forward, and maybe a bit of the melancholy has left him for a while to remember.
All right, no problem. We can definitely do that. Roll me. Do me a favor. Don't ask any questions. Just roll me an intimidation.
Not 20.
Bam!
30 intimidation.
Okay. So that is what Princess Bob is doing for the rest of the evening, and you very much get left alone throughout this time. Let me just go through everybody. Taryn, Manny, Mel, how you doing?
Yo, doing good. No, I honestly, this is just not Manoros terrain, you know? So he just kind of doesn't do anything at all. He did anything that people want him to do, with success and fail, however you want to view it. He doesn't feel great here, so he's just gonna sit it out until people say they're fucking done finally, so we can move on. It's what Manor thinks. You know, I'm enjoying myself. Just want to point that out. But Manor wants to move on.
Mel really hates it, Utah.
No, I really like it. I like it. I love also, man, I love this whole area. Just playing the one character for this.
Okay. Thank you. Duncan, anything else that you're doing this fine evening?
Who was it I needed to talk again to make the whole fight happen? Was it Silmer?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, did we see him anywhere?
Yeah.
Max just talked to him.
Mox has just been talking to him. He's just mingling around the party, so like he's constantly just moving around, talking to different people. He's always around. Yeah.
At some point, you can go through the others and circle back to this if you want. At some point, maybe as the party is dying down, I want to find the guy.
Okay. I will keep that in mind, but I'll come back to that in just a second. Alright. Perfect. Let's see what else we got. We know what Mox is doing. Cardinal. What are you doing?
Wait, what's Mox doing?
Oh, sorry, I meant Bob. I'm working left and right. We'll get there. Cardinal Amos. Davy?
He's muted.
Stabby left the building.
Davy's good.
He's dissociating.
Crombrack? Oh, nothing. Thanks. Gonna keep drinking. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Mox. you've had your talk with Silmar. Is there anything else you're doing on this fine evening, or are you just partaking, enjoying, chilling?
Mox and Briarheart are gonna have a secret conversation,
Ooh,
whispered
I like
conversation, I should say.
All right.
That we, and then after that, yeah.
Would you like to roleplay your secret conversation, or is it too secret to roleplay?
Is it
You
that
can upload it if you
secret?
want.
We can.
What if I asked all of the other players to deafen themselves from it?
No, it's all right. We know the context of what we want to say anyway, so it's
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. All right. So I pull Briarheart aside and say, and ask Briarheart if she's enjoying the party.
Of course. Are you?
Yes, I'm having a lovely time. I did have Amos thank me earlier for helping him with his what's the correct word? Manscaping? I don't know. But I
never heard
did.
that one.
He did thank me, so I was thinking of asking him for a favor.
Oh, did you want to run it by me?
Yes. Seeing as how there seems to be some, at least when I joined, and I feel it might be the same for you, that there are some doubts that will quell in some sort of trial period. If the vote comes to it, I feel I should probably cash in the favor with Amos to try to guarantee at least one more vote for you. Vote of confidence, I should say.
Do you think they'll pull me out that quickly?
Nah. But it doesn't hurt to have numbers on your side. I work in guarantees and facts instead of... I prefer them over theories.
Isn't theory sometimes for you to, more of an explanation of what's happening rather than just working in? But I appreciate it. But do you know when that will happen?
No idea, but I don't intend to set a time limit on this favor. Now, you remember every time we talk about theories, Briarheart, I say what I think, then you say what I think, then I say one other thing, and then you put me in an arm lock, and then I start agreeing with you. You see how this works?
Yes.
Alright. Did you manage to scrounge up any favors?
The princess did say thank you when I put him down after I was lifting him.
Oh, is that what was happening? I thought someone casted levitation on him again.
Has that happened before?
I thought about it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Thoughts about it. Did you have an idea of what you were going to ask him?
Some ideas, but one main one. Why?
I'm just curious.
She raises an eyebrow to him.
Well, I know we were very interested in having a meeting with the mothers and Granny.
That was one of my ideas.
But I was also wondering about the limitations of promises made in the Feywild. But of course, that's for my own pondering. Have you noticed the ravens around?
Have there been any extra ravens around, Ty? Or was it just for a little bit after we left?
You can roll me a perception. A little bit retroactive. Not shabby. There's definitely been extra ravens. It's hard to tell because you are now certainly aware that Duncan has ravens. So to what degree they're his or not his, hard to tell, but there's definitely been ravens around. More than you'd
What
expect.
do you think that they're? Do you think that they're mom's ravens, or do you think that they're the other ones, the ravens of Buttskin over there? He seems to be fond of them as well.
It's hard to tell.
Buttskin all lowercase, please.
An improper noun, of course.
Buttskin improper.
But Buttskin improper. Very well. I would hedge a bet at them being mothers, seeing as that they did follow us. By the way, I think that's more of a marvelous idea, honestly. I'm going to ask the Cardinal for this favor. My original favor.
Well, I don't see why you don't need my permission to do so.
I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, it is good to know that there might be a trial for us later.
That's just what they told me.
You sure they weren't just pulling your leg? As they say.
You seem rather serious. A lot of them, honestly.
Maybe putting pressure on a newcomer is their form of entertainment.
Perhaps. But if you watch them closely, you see how stiff they are compared to everything here.
Well, they're from the material plane. Of course they are.
Yes, but it just seems like even when the guests tell them that there's nothing to fear here. Regardless, it makes me believe that they are being entirely serious about there actually being a trial leader. Enough so that I cannot rule it out.
Ah. Well, let us see what comes to pass.
Mox will nod. Alright, I will be back. I don't know if Stabby is back, because he left the building.
I never left. I just for 2 seconds to the bathroom, but...
Right when we needed you.
Oh.
Yeah, you also didn't do exactly that.
Sorry, I thought I was quick. Sorry. I definitely
timing.
didn't miss anything.
It's a bad timing, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll approach the Cardinal, tap on his shoulder.
I will spin. Hello.
Hello,
Good to see
Cardinal.
you.
I wanted to ask you something. A few things.
Go ahead, go on. I'm an open book.
So, when I first arrived at your party, there seemed to be some sort of indication that I would be a member on a trial period.
What?
You remember Hawkins said that I would be a temporary sort of addition to this individual campaign. Group of people.
Is that true? I'll be honest with you. I just assumed you were part of the group. I don't remember no trial.
Mox will nod his head. As any normal group of adventurers would, I assume, at least from what the books I've read. However, I like to deal in facts whenever I can, theories if needed. So I was wondering if I could ask you for a favor.
Alright. You did help me clean up, I suppose.
If it comes to pass that the validity of my sister's involvement in our group comes into question, I would like you to vouch for her.
Your sister's part of the group. Isn't she your guide? I'm confused. Is she staying with us after we leave?
If that will be the case, then I would appreciate it if you did it.
Of course, I didn't really think there was anything to vote on if she's coming along. I'm not in a position to say no. It's not my business.
Of course.
they let me in. I think the one to talk to, or the two to talk to, or the three over there to the right. And I'll thumb over towards Manny, Duncan, and Harkin.
Of course, but as a campaign of 6, with her, myself, and yourself,
You want to even the vote?
it doesn't hurt to have numbers on your side in any sort of...
Well, you got my vote. I don't really care where she goes. Just as long as the guidance stops or improves. I don't mean to be rude, but I was told about the rules after I broke them. I would just like to know beforehand, that's all.
Mark's like opens his mouth and goes, yes, I would like the favor regardless of your opinions.
You have it, don't worry.
With all due respect, the Cardinal.
You have it. I'll return the favor.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Mox, right. The two of you, is that everything? You're happy with it?
I might have something in a moment. I'm just finishing my message sheet. You can skip to another person if needed.
Alright, let me jump back to the Cardinal. I'm not sure what you heard and what you didn't hear, Cardinal. So to summarize, I'm going to push us forward to the next morning. I just want to know if specifically there's anything you want to get done before that happens.
No, I think I would finish my drink and head to a little quiet corner and make the mansion and retire for the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. Thank you very much. This is Bob. All right. I think that is everyone. With that said, let me jump to Duncan. You had something. Yes.
Yeah. Let's find the guy who can get me my own personal servant. Just before I start doing that, let me see if I remember correctly. So he openly said he was part of the Wild Hunt at any point?
Yeah, he used to be part of the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
He is not now.
And the rumor we heard is that he was trying to rejoin, correct?
He would like to rejoin.
Okay. And we also heard that the Wild Hunt won't approach this place because he says so, right?
Something along those lines, yes. You never got like specific details on that, but it's something about that.
Okay, let's find the dude. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. Alright. You find him, as you walk down the stairs, he is sat at the edge of the fountain, sipping a wine. One of the few occasions you have seen him on his own this evening, and you can't help but think, Butskin all lowercase, that maybe he was waiting for you.
Do you mind if I interrupt your thoughts?
He just sort of gestures a hand, wine glass in hand, very much just says, sort of, carry on.
I'm curious. You were part of the Wild Hunt. You know, the Wild Hunt, well, Hans, my friend over there. And yet he's safe here. Apparently. Because you said so. I'm curious why.
He smiles widely, almost. You get the sense he's almost amused by it. Curiosity, a perilous thing. The Wild Hunt in their ancient ways agreed to leave me be when I left their grasp. A deal struck in shadow and blood, a vow carved into the very marrow of my bones and of the wilds, that I may walk free, yet always hunted, by the scent of the hounds on the wind. I am free of the hunt. They will not follow.
They will not follow you, true. But they would follow. They wouldn't have any quarrel with you. They would have quarrel with Princess Bob over there. So why are they quarreling with Princess Bob? They know where he is. At least that's what one of them, or the actual king, told me. I'm not sure who he was.
This house is mine, a sanctuary where the hunt shall not tread. Here the winds of the wild hunt cannot reach, and the hound's call shall be but a distant day, fading in the embrace of these wolves.
I see. And I heard a rumor, though. That you are itching to go get back the wild hunt. To rejoin the wild.
There's a shift in the tension as the music almost seems to dull around you, and he looks straight at you. There's a playfulness that has dissipated. Do not speak of such things, child. Some matters are better left in the shadow, where even the Fae dare not tread. There are whispers in the dark that should not stir the air, lest they awaken with sleeps.
And what sleeps?
He looks at you, a little moment of sort of curiosity on his own face. My past sleeps. It is gone. Like a dream fading with the dawn's first light. Though it lingers in the corners of my mind, it is but a shadow. A forgotten song carried away on the winds of time.
So, that deal of yours that you made, if you were to invite them here, would they come?
He places the wine glass down on the on the side of the fountain and stands. You can see he sort of straightens himself to make sure that he is not misunderstood. I do not wish to join the hunt. Its call is a melody too bitter for my ears. I have danced its dark waltz, and I long to remain free, unchained from the path that once bound me.
Well, according
Let
to
me
your
be
deal,
clear. They are not welcoming. Their presence would taint the very air. I would not invite them. The hunt brings naught but chaos and shadow, and this place is meant for peace, not for their eternal chase.
which is true. But you just said you were free, yet still hunted, or something along those lines. If they were to be vanquished, you would be actually free, wouldn't you?
He considers your words for a moment, and you can see he doesn't take your words lightly, but he reiterates as he does this, I will not invite them. What haunts me lies in the past, a shadow that fades with each passing moment, and the hunt may call, but I shall not answer. I have left those dark days.
Well, we seem to be destined to confront them soon enough. I figured we might have an advantage if we know when they will strike. So my proposition would be, you invite them, we defeat them, you earn your freedom, everybody win. Most of all me, of course.
Then it shall not pass here. This place is mine, free of the reach of the past. Shadows shall not follow. As for you, Well, the knights, they will find you amongst crumbling stones with forgotten echoes. A remnant of what was. And he sort of looks up the mountain at this point towards where the ruins of the castle are, and towards where you saw the glowing eyes from the point of view of your raven.
Well, if you reconsider, as one who lives in the shadow, they're easier defeated in the light. So, the offer stands. And freedom seems to be something you really like.
Thou asketh me for a favor. If so, speak thy wish, and I shall see if fate aligns to grant it. Though know that every favor carries its own weight on the scales of destiny.
My request is simple. If we are to fight it, we would wish to fight them here, where we, hopefully, would have an advantage, and not be caught off guard somewhere. God knows where. God knows nowhere. I guess more than one God.
The king will not show his face yet. Thy friend, as he gestures up towards Archie, has not proven himself.
I have not thought of that.
Sorry, can you repeat that? What did you say?
I said I have not thought of that. Do I know what Arkin needs to do to prove himself?
What awaits thee in the ruins of the past, as he once again looks towards the ruins of the castle, are but two knights. There has been a little bit of discussion, and I think probably you've picked up on enough of it. The gist of it is basically they won't, like the king won't come out unless it's the greatest of hunts, if you will. And so it sort of ramps up in stages, which is to say that the Kunanun, the hounds of the wild hunt, will always be sent out first. And in a lot of cases of what the wild hunt hunts, the Kunanun are enough to like hunt down and finish the job. And
But
then
if that doesn't succeed,
what's that, sir?
and if that doesn't succeed, then a greater challenge comes, and then a greater one until he shows up, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and Duncan has picked up on that, I'm assuming, because
I think so. Yeah.
And my efforts might have been in vain. Well, if there is something that comes to your mind that would help the situation,
Didst thou at least have fun in thy bargains?
oh yes, it's extremely fun.
He turns his back to you for a moment as he like steps back towards the fountain to where he left his glass.
Did he say anything? Or?
There's a pause and there's an apprehension in the air as you can tell that he's about to say something. And you hear the clinking of glass as he does something. You can't see what he's doing because, again, he's sort of blocking it with his body. And he turns and you can see where there was just a wine glass before, there are now several glasses on the edge of the fountain. You can see the wine glass that was always there. But you now see a bottle with this swirling, silvery pink, greenish liquid, all translucent, just swirling inside of it quite majestically. And you can see he has poured 2 shots as he goes to hand you. And he turns with these shots in hand and passes you one of the glasses as he gets quite close to you. You've picked up on this throughout the sense that the Fae seem to have no understanding of personal boundaries, personal space. But he gets real close and in a very hushed tone so that only you can hear it. And it's almost like whispered, like treacle, like honey, just wisping out of his mouth as he steps towards you. If thou wishest to know my secret, I shall tell thee. I do not wish to join the hunt. And then he continues that sentence, and I will send you the rest of it.
Okay.
Son of a bitch, I guess I totally write it down in the notes.
Whispers, awesome. I love whispers. Whenever I
Do
get
you not wish to
perspective-
join the hunt? And then I've sent you the rest of it.
My greatest desire was to become the greatest baker that ever lived.
100% that's what he says. Sorry. Do you take the shot with him as he sort of raises it? Cheers.
Oh, I smile widely and I take the shot.
Perfect.
Well, I have made a bet with one of your friends, and I nod towards wherever this guy is, because maybe he's not right there right now.
They are, but he just looks at you for a moment and smiles.
Now, the bet I made, there's no way to win it in this current situation.
Oh, I know. I heard. Neither of you shall win the bet. Fate weaves its own design, and the threads of competition are often more tangled than we dare to.
But I would like to help you with your situation, if there's any way to help you. Because I find it fascinating.
He leans back a little, looking at you and clearly contemplating this. And how wouldst thou help me?
Well, for your wish to become reality, what needs to happen? Maybe I can nudge fate, or destiny, or whatever you call it, in the right direction.
He thinks for a moment, and there's a smile, like a genuine, almost like warmth, as he thinks about it. That is beyond simple. Kill the King of Stacks. I shall be there. Just whisper my name when it happens. I shall accompany.
And once that happens, I'm assuming my friend over there will have his task complete, and this request of yours will not interfere whatever he's doing.
And his.
So what I'm trying to find out if this will affect in any way, shape, or form what Princess Bob is trying to achieve. Because the way it's worded, it might. Let me just type it here. That's basically what I'm trying to ask, but I don't want to ask it in such a way because I don't want to tell anybody what yet.
I see what you're saying. He looks and smiles. His task will be complete, and thou would have my word that you shall never bother thee again.
And a favor to be named at a later date. Would that be fair price for this? A small one doesn't have to be a big one.
He grins, very much appreciating your, very much appreciating you asking here. It's a very Fey move. I think I could grant the one.
Well then, consider it done. And I extend my hand out to take on it, I guess.
This talk has been largely enlightened.
Yes, it has. I don't get why people say don't make deals with Fae. You guys.
Oh, I'm sure it's yet to...
Oh, no.
And he gives you a small bow as you...
I look at the glass as just. I'm assuming we shook hands on that. So I look at the glass that I'm assuming it's empty. This is good. What is this?
Little personal brew. Honey drop, a wish, a dream in a glass, distilled with passion and love, and a little chaos of the fate.
Do I know what the effects are? Can I realize what the effects are?
No. Is that what you wanted to know? I would say that for you and for Mox, as you drink it, you do feel a change, and it's honestly not that dissimilar to like a lot of alcohol in some ways. Like it's clearly something special, something strong. You feel this almost like slight euphoria, this intoxicating euphoria wash over you, both of you, as you feel like after drinking this that you're slightly more in line with the timelessness of the Feywild. You feel like you can sort of understand it a little bit better. That there is your perception sort of sharpens to the flow of time in the Fey. And it's a beautiful feeling, but it's other than that, actual like physical effects. You don't.
Okay. I'm gonna hold out the glass as if I want another shot.
It is all gone.
Well, maybe next time.
And you see as the bottle that's on the edge of the fountain is indeed seems to be empty.
Well, maybe next time. After a little arrangement. Will
Next
have
time,
been.
indeed. Maybe I can find a fresh bottle for when victory has been secured.
Hopefully. And with that, I sort of like tilt my head like a little bow, and then I don't know, mingle around, get back to the party. Because this has been awesome.
Beautiful. Okay, so
If
I'm not telling you what he said.
no, I just want to ask. So, like, I think Cardinal earlier said he went to make the mansion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, if Terran heard or at least sees you go and make that, Terran would have joined you because he wanted to get out of here.
Why is he walking towards this wall?
Something is going on there.
yeah. Just
No, Terran would have just joined you over there and entered the mansion.
he's just snuck off for a tactical
Tactical what?
Tactical chanda.
A what?
Okay, don't worry.
vomit.
You know what I mean, don't use
what's-
stabs.
Yeah, Chunder
Okay.
vomit. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Is that a British saying? I guess then.
I think so.
Certainly, I've never heard it.
Oh, apparently it's
Good
Australian.
right down.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
The land down Chunder.
I mean, they're sort of half British down there. You know?
It means idiot? What?
no, it means to be sick.
when someone deliberately pukes in early stages of an eating in order to drink more later on in the night, they can do this to avoid
Gotta make
tendering
room.
embarrassingly. Okay.
Oh,
I get
barfing.
that.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, if it's like a vehicle, if it's like of a vehicle, it's to loudly roar or rumble.
Okay.
I think we need to go for a tactical chunder and take a break.
This guy.
Okay, please nobody actually make something sick over the break. But yes, we are going to go for a break. All right, guys, 10 minutes, and if everybody's happy, we'll be back. Your Mel's, Taryn is going to bed at this point. So I think, Lex, was there something that you wanted to do when we get back? Otherwise, we will just get back and jump ahead.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes, something.
sorry, I was just saying, like, I'm not going to bed, since time's kind of nebulous until like everyone else, comes out to rest. He's gonna shoot, like the old people in the arena. Yeah, he's basically want to roll for my training at least today.
Yeah, I
That's
do want
okay.
to do the same thing well before going to bed for our athletics training.
Yeah, for Briarheart, she's going when it's more like when the princess is on his way to the mansion, which I assume that she has her own thing in there too. She's gonna stop him for her favor.
All right, okay,
Let's do it
we'll
after
get to
the
that
break
when we get
then.
back.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Lovely. 10 minutes. We'll be back. To everyone watching, thank you very much. We'll be back soon. And back to
Duncan isn't back.
this one.
Oh, it's back.
Alright, so gradually you'll begin to wind down, make your way to bed, do whatever it is that you want to do. You can see very much that the Fae do not share this desire. And by the looks of it, they are just getting started.
Well, it looks like we're all gonna go into the Cardinal's fucking cathedral for sleep.
Alright, well, wait up there. Because as you are making your way there, Princess Bob, you feel a hand on your arm. Grab you, for lack of a better word. Stop you as you're walking. Somebody would like to talk to you.
And I believe we have something we need to discuss.
Not to my recollection, no.
Well, you did. Well, you do owe me for a favor, don't you?
I thought you were excluded from that.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I thought you were excluded from that since you were on guide. And again,
Well, not that. Well, not all the rules.
Fine. Not what you have of me.
I believe you wanted to speak. I believe you wanted to see if you get any information out of my parents.
I briefly considered it before I was brought to a realization that your parents are probably going to turn me into a toad or hang me by my throat due to my sarcastic nature. Which, as you can see, I really can't help myself.
Well, perhaps you'd like to just even give it a try. My thought was, My thought was they probably won't be able to turn you into a toad if it's in a dream.
Oh, please, no. I have seen the effects of someone suffering under dream magic firsthand with Taryn. I do not want to share that experience.
It sucks.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that tomorrow I will go to encounter the next stage of the Wild Hunt. I would like to be well rested and capable for such an encounter. And if
Dreams don't always hurt.
Yeah, but your parents are very much capable of haunting me in my dreams. You cannot offer me a guarantee, can you? That they won't mess with me in my dreams.
I don't make promises for others.
Well, that's exactly what I mean.
Just like I can't promise that...
If there were any other time right now, and it wasn't so important that it'd be fit and able for what lies ahead, I might have agreed to it due to my own curiosity. But at the point, I just don't want to risk it.
Oh, then we stay here another night then.
No! We don't have the time for that either. While it is good that we're handling this, and I'm very happy that we can handle this, we are also moving forward to reach our destination and to stay here.
Well, time moves differently here. It might not be that it's a waste of time to stay one more night.
And it could also be that in the span of this conversation, we have already spent 100 years here. I don't know.
Then what's the point in having one more night if we don't know how long it'll actually be?
The point being that it will be one more night spent in the Feywild.
I've spent countless nights here.
Yeah, and you live here. Me, material man. Me not used to Feywild magic.
And I get that. but it's something you can get used to.
Rather not. It's hard enough working through the magical mishaps that already happened currently. The situation with the weave. Look, all I'm saying is, by heart, I would prefer it if you add something else. Why not think about it then some more? I guess I have an IOU at this point.
Fine. You owe me twice now.
No.
Because I'm doing you a favor and not asking for the first favor.
Oh, how this works.
That depends on who you ask.
Well, reminder that we will eventually also leave the Feywild. So I'm pretty sure at that point.
You think this is you think it leaves with it? You think they won't leave with it?
I'm quite confident in the fact that the Feywild can't touch me when I'm on the outside.
Well, if you want to play with fire, then go ahead.
I do on a daily basis. Have you seen the people I travel with?
Very much so. But I assure you, deaths from the Feywild linger beyond.
Well, you know, I'm already being hunted, so what's this? Let me all then.
Fine.
Very well. A good night then. I will do my athletics training if I have the chance now for the evening.
You cannot do athletics training today, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Why?
Because it's once a day. I know it was a very long time ago, but you did it this morning.
Oh, I guess so. Can I do my shooting training at least? Because I
The
don't think
shooting
I've
training
done
has
this
not
today.
been done yet.
Hell yeah!
God,
Come on!
I know it's like fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah!
why do these days pass like fucking molasses?
Uh-oh. Rapper Jack just played Margrim Gorestorm.
Spit on.
Make
those
sure
of
that
you
card
don't-
comes up in Mel's hand so he never uses it and he basically has a spot occupied.
100%. Anyway, I'm gonna swap it out now. For one of your best.
No!
Take away your Malar.
No!
It's a joke. It's a joke. All right. If everybody is good, which I feel like we're there.
The mansion doesn't surge.
Phew. That's a 7th level spell?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that was close.
Kind of very close. Oh.
Whoa.
But is this one for a type of magic illusion, right? Or is it conjuration?
I can't.
Well, it should be conjuration.
Yes, conjuration indeed.
Could have been cool.
I have to close my character sheet down every time. When you pop it out, the icons don't show up. Motherfuckers.
The night blurs. The night blurs into a whirl of color and sound. To whatever degree you get involved with this is up to you. Sounds like we might have a few squares. Wow. But it's up to you. Laughter rings like bells as the Fae dancers twirl, their feet barely brushing the ground as mead flows endlessly, golden, shimmering, refilling cups as if alive. You see satyrs leaping onto the tables, playing haunting melodies as they grab at the instruments. Sparks of magic bursting the very with every cheer. Shapes of birds and stars dissolving into the night. You see Holmond in full swing, in full roar, in a couple more drunken brawls throughout the night. Almost a brawl-turned dance with several Fae who seem to just be enjoying it more than anything. And you see that Holmond is all the better for it, unleashing some of that wild anger and energy that he has in him, and you think it's almost cathartic. You hear Silmar's voice weaves forgotten tales that seem to linger in the firelight. The air hums with the scent of wildflowers and honey, and mingling with a faint crackle of enchanted vines glowing under druidic spells and primal magic. Time here feels elastic. The stars above shifting as the revelers lose themselves in the timeless rhythm of all things here. It is a fever dream of magic, a night that leaves the taste of wonder on your lips, impossible to fully hold onto as it slips into memory. And we will move to the next day. You stir. The heavy weight of last night's revelry is pressing down like a mountain on your skull. To whatever degree you drank, there is something in this Fey malark, in this Fey wine and mead and the most decadent drinks and your favorite drinks come with cruel twist this fine morning. Anyway, the faint scent of honeyed mead still lingers in the air, mingling with the earthy tang of pine, crushed flowers. The chapel that I think most of you wake up in, your choice, is warm and dim. You get the odd bit of light that tries to break its way through the stained glass windows. Still, the rhythmic tapping of rain hitting the ground outside. Your head is throbbing. Every faint chirp of birdsong that you can hear in the distance. And the sound too loud, too bright for the fragile morning. And around you, small remnants of the night before are scattered with wilting garland of ivy, the empty goblets, overturned stools, one pew on its side. The world feels both too close and impossibly distant. Each motion a Herculean effort as the Feywild's strange serenity mocks your slightly aching body. But you all awaken this fine morning in varying places. I wanted to paint a picture of just how let's say crazy these Fey revelries can be, but obviously I think a few of you are drinking quite heavily, but to what degree you wake up in pain is largely.
I'm invincible.
Every day I wake up as pain.
Existence.
Existence suffer.
Just want to swear, Ty.
Yeah, I'm aware. Just give me like 2 seconds. But you can carry on regardless. Eventually you all stir. I'll be sorting tokens out, so no more. We'll get that. What are you doing this fine morning as you awaken?
Do we gain the benefits of a long rest time?
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, do my temporary HP from that one drink stay, or do they go away? I don't know how the magic of that works.
Stay.
Hell yeah!
1 minute.
Oh no. I gotta disappear right before I get hit. That would be pretty funny, honestly.
When Harkin awaked, he'll indeed be also groggy because he probably kept drinking in his chambers, musing on the drawing he made, and maybe he had a few internal monologues in the privacy of his own room. But as he looks around, rubbing his eyes, trying to adjust to the light, he'll sigh and start cleaning up, and then cleaning himself up. It's a whole ordeal, and like I say, there's this throbbing headache of drinking just way too much whiskey last night. I'm trying to piece together everything. But when all is said and done, and he's cleaned up and he has himself collected, he'll ask if he sees one of them for one of those servants of the cardinal, because he said they could bring us anything we asked of them. And I asked one of them for incense, because I need to do something in here, and that is as I return back to the home, I set up a little bit of an incense shrine around both my weapon and the mannequin that's holding my armor, because I need to pray this morning before I go out into what could possibly be a big combat with those knights and maybe more. And so Harkin will kneel before his armor and his weapon, bow deep down, and he will recite the words, "I am but blood and flesh, but in my soul I am iron. I am but the hand that guides the blade, my faith the crown of iron. I am but the servant of my code, my conquest forged in iron eternal. May my enemies break before me, know my name, and fear me forevermore, my heart of iron." And then he will read on his armor, reciting the only prayer that he still knows of the order, the very first prayer that was taught to him as a little boy.
Sure. Roll me a 3d10, please.
That's
nice.
high. That's 26.
That's very high. Go ahead and gain 26 temporary points.
Fuck yeah.
Not for this. Not for the praying. The praying is a fairly usual thing, or at least, has been as of recent. But there's something in this quiet moment as you remember dreams. Something playing in your mind. It's vague, as dreams often are. You have mostly forgotten it, as is the way with dreams, but you remember something pleasant, something joyful of your dreams. You recall warmth, golden sunlight, and the rustle of soft grass. Laughter echoes faintly. Figures dance in a meadow ahead, faces blurred. Steps light as the air. You remember fleeting touches, melodies of trust, and the scent of wildflowers lingering as the dreams fade. It's just odd little bits that you recall as this is happening. There's sort of a distant ache, distant longing for something. I don't remember much more than that. Just a bittersweet feeling of connection that fades as quickly as it came.
Afterwards, when that connection sort of hits and that memory sort of stirs, Harkin will go back to the desk where he has laid the picture of the woman he drew. And he looks at it again, and upon the paper, don't have art reference for her yet, but upon the paper is this hauntingly, well, what he would describe hauntingly beautiful elf. And he mutters something incoherent before coughing and just like amping himself up as he cannot linger on this too long. He realizes the day calls, and it's already been a while. He needs to get his things in order, and there's lots to do. So he will then immediately get to his athletics training to hopefully get that out of the way in this morning, while everyone's still stirring, and to get more of this grogginess out of him,
Sure, I mean, people are already awake and up and moving around, at least to some small degree, but you have your own personal room here, so that's fine. And obviously, keep in mind that your training does take like at least an hour. Like it's not a short
Yeah,
thing to
but
do.
you know, we are all hungover, I think. So I think I have the time for this.
Okay. No problem. All right. Is everybody else stirs?
That's a success.
But will probably be the last one in the chapel, by the way. Just,
Fine by me.
This is your first time being in the chapel, no?
Can I just roll it back just a little bit? Her name is not on the door yet. If she wants
Yeah,
to
I don't
knock.
think she. I don't think she can.
yeah.
Would she like to knock? Sorry, I just wanted to do a wee funny thing.
Yeah, well, I feel like it would be in the morning that she would knock, so...
Sure.
I'll let everyone else do their thing first and then knock. She's waking up on top of the statue she somehow got on top of. In the night. In the partying.
Okay, no problem. Time passes. Manny, what are you doing this fine morning?
Well, he prepares for the day.
Mhm.
At some point, while he like sort of armors up, he'll call in one of those Solomon clones. As soon as he enters, he shoots the Solomon clone. So just like see if his aim is true still, and see the results of his training. Explodes, hopefully. Yeah, he goes like and then he explodes. Yeah, so there's a single shot that rings out early in the morning. And he goes like, and he sort of grants himself satisfied that his arm is working, the Devastator.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll sort of exit. And he'll see if anyone else is awake, if you're already ready to go. You know, Manny is a guy who's sort of early in the morning ready to go or ready to do whatever the task requires, so you're one of the earlier ones awake. So he'll have a look around who else is awake at the moment.
Alright, you make your way out. Mox, Duncan, Amos, are you out in the main area yet?
Yeah. At the moment, I am. Yes.
You also see that
Oh,
Holman
no.
is asleep on one of the pews at the moment. Just laid out. Sprawled across. Very, very uncomfortable looking position.
Oh man, so much work to do. Where do I start? Alright, let me see.
By chance, is Holman maybe also like has like one of those flower ring headdresses on his head?
Oh yeah.
Probably. I mean, if you want to add detail, sure. All up in his beard, all up in other places. Full of flowers.
Speaking of flowers,
Yep.
So this whole
Yes.
flower thing with me. Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
well, I wanted
Yes.
a detail. More okay, yeah, all right.
Still there.
I want a more detailed question.
Yeah,
If I
please,
take the
go on.
armor off,
Yeah.
like, do they come also back? Is it just on my body then, seemingly?
It is you, yes. So if you wear other armor, it will be on that armor. If you are not wearing armor, it will just be on your clothing. If you are not wearing anything, they're still there. That's all I'll say.
All right.
The tastefully,
Just
like the one statue.
I guess that's just why my room is littered with pieces of flowers and vines. Every time I
Yeah.
change my clothes, I have to rip them off again and then put more clothes on, and then they grow back, and then the layers of armor.
To be
get
clear
in the
about
way.
something, because there was a little bit of conversation when this first happened about being like rooted to the ground. These flowers do not get in your way at any point. They don't hinder your movement. They are purely aesthetic. But you are at all times sort of covered in these beautiful succulent wildflowers.
Yes. Well, I'm just saying, like, if I, for example, take my armor off, right? Like, they come off, I assume, as well. They get sort of ripped off as well. And then they regrow over the clothing head below that, right? They don't phase through my armor.
No, yeah, if you at some point like pull them off, you do also leave an actual trail of like petals and leaves.
Yeah.
If you pull the armor off, they do fall. They just almost like instantly grow.
Do they, like, rot away quickly or something? Or are they just kind of there then?
They're just kind of there.
Oh, alright. Well, my room is kind of filled with that a little bit, I guess. The floor is just like a bunch of pieces of flowers and vines.
Yep. What a beautiful time.
It is what it is.
Very well campaign, everyone.
Sorry, Mel, carry on.
No, that was just, I was just curious how that works because flowers got brought up.
Yeah, absolutely. So you make your way out, you see Holmond, so you see Amos down by the big stone thing.
Altar?
That's the one. Altar. My mind.
You know, that thing, that holy site that people tend to use.
Mm-hmm. And I think Duncan is in here somewhere as well this morning. Is there anything you wish to do? If not, I'm going to push us forward a little bit.
Is Mox out as well?
Question marks?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Manny sort of just raised himself. He sort of calls out to everyone. Just make sure you're ready for combat today. If we make it to our destination, I'm sure either on the way or there, the Wild Hunt will attack us again. So be ready for that. So fastens the other gauntlet more.
Mm-hmm.
He's raring to go.
All right. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask either one of the individuals working here or maybe Carlo Amos? I'll just direct the question out in the open in front of this kind of a coon. Would it be too much to ask to maybe shift one of these statues into the image of the Taika? So I need to commune with her for a minute.
I think without even one of the helpers comes shuffling over, and then he would turn and just walk towards me, and I would turn like, do you have? How do they look? The taker, you say?
Mm-hmm. Do I have a picture, Ty, of Ouija's?
Yes. Like, sorry, are you?
An illustration.
Is the question
depiction.
if you have one on you? Is that the?
Well, he's asking me what they look like, right?
Yeah.
I can describe her.
You can turn into her, right?
Or, I would never. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Blasphemy.
You found my line. You found my line. Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you can definitely do a description. You have. Let me have a look. Let me make this easy for myself because I forget what you have.
I have stuff in my chest too. I could check.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. I mean, between that, you can definitely have either an image or maybe illusion something if you have any sort of illusionary magic, just to show that image off. But yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. 100%, you can show an image.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yes. Just yeah.
Yeah, the room you exited from, it turns into what you showed me. The picture you showed me, as best to his ability as possible. There you go.
All right,
for you.
thank you. I'll be right back.
Oh! This is my own domain. Thank you is working here the same as I do out there. You owe me a favor. And I just laugh and turn around.
Write it down for me. I'll be right back.
And now there's a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Oh! Guests so early in the morning.
I sure as I don't own that.
I need to cast like 1,000,000 spells here. Hold on.
Sure. Just slowly
Alright.
make my way towards the door.
So I'm gonna cast. Are you serious about the knock there, Lexi? Oh wait, yeah, that's right, because you have to come in. Okay.
And just to be clear with you, DJ, you had the artwork ready.
It's in our chat. Do you want me to reference it?
I'm just saying you send it to Stabby.
No, I didn't send it to anybody. I don't.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
get
As
it.
long as we're all on the same page.
I'm just not.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if I could use the one you sent me.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Perfect. All right.
And there you go. All right, so hold on. Let me start key instance spells. Oh wait, no, we're doing Briarheart. Okay, cool.
Ooh. I suppose
Alright.
if we're... is DJ going? I don't mind. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
We'll jump back to DJ. Go ahead and answer
Sure.
the door first.
Yeah.
Sure. I will open the door.
Hello. You see, she has kind of a little bit more strain of a smile this time, and she has a lot of flower petals, like kind of just falling from her outfit.
Looks like you had fun.
A lot of fun. Although, I don't remember how I got on top of that statue.
Anything to do with the flowers? I bet. Maybe.
Maybe.
How are you? You ready to set out today? I suppose we're moving. Ready to guide?
As ready as I can be for whatever comes up. Remember, we do have a detour we had to make too.
Which is?
Oh, Moxie has to make his delivery.
Oh, the delivery. Is it much of a detour?
Only a few hours.
Well, I suppose that means nothing around here. Wonderful. Everyone's getting ready. We'll be out soon.
May I come in?
I'll let you in for a favor. I know your ways. I learned quick, you know. Go on, give me your word.
Okay.
Right, come on in. Your name, as you see, just before you enter, your name in some sort of, I don't know. It looks pretty nice. Golden calligraphy, blah blah blah, over the wall, the entrance, and you feel like you can enter. Threshold no longer keeps you outside. Welcome in. I'll talk to you later about that favor, and your little brother, or big brother, I don't know. Also thanked me earlier, so a twin. Still your brother, no?
Depends on what he's.
Which shape he takes, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Your twin thanked me earlier. Don't forget it. You now know. He told me to write it down, but I'll tell you. Now you both.
Well, I do
owe me
have
something.
2 favors from Harkin as well.
2.
Yeah, he didn't want to do my first favor, I did him a favor. So I did him a favor of not having that be the favor.
That's, you know, between the 3 of us that can hear me, I think he's fucked. Fair play.
I mean, it will still count as one favor if he takes the first favor.
What's the first favor?
Well, I mean, it will count for both. Tea time. Although we'd have to stay there. Although it would be an extra night here
Tea time? He said no. Why?
with my parents.
Oh, I see why he said no. I'd also say no and take the risk of 2 favors. No,
No, we're not doing that.
Well, no, it would just be one extra night here.
Yeah,
Wouldn't even
that's
have to-
nice.
wouldn't
I
have to
spend
travel
even
that way.
better. We're not
I don't
doing
think.
this.
I don't think it's the one extra night that's the problem. It's the fact that it's 3 hags is the problem.
Well, it might only be one, depending on how many want to join us.
I think 3 of them would like to talk to him because he's currently been hunted by the hunt. That's not normal. Wouldn't they be intrigued, all 3 of them? Can you promise me
Perhaps it depends.
that only one would show up?
Well, I make no promises for them.
Well, see, if you can't do that, I don't think it's a good idea.
Verbatim,
And it
he's
wouldn't
having
even
the
be-
same conversation with her as I've had.
And it wouldn't even be even necessarily be in person. It could be over a dream.
That makes it even worse. He couldn't swing if he wanted to.
Well, he could. Just might not do anything.
It'll not do anything. He likes to swing. He's
What
at
kind
a
of swinging are you talking
disadvantage.
about?
His weapon,
He's a swinger.
he swings his weapon. I know he is a little close with that, what was it, a fawn, a satyr, I don't know. And whatever it was with the horns. He's a little close, but I don't think that was by choice.
Oh, did he bring her in?
Definitely not, I'd not let anything of the
Damn.
sort in here. Without a favor,
He
of
let
course.
me in.
Oh, wink.
Where did Lyric end up?
Standing at the door.
Yeah,
Denied.
True gentleman.
Yeah. Thank you for guiding me home. I don't kiss on the first date.
Goodbye.
Is that,
my mom doesn't trust strangers.
oh, did you just, say that?
Say what?
Say thank you.
Not to you. I was retelling a story as a joke. It has to be directed to you, no?
I thought you said thank you for guiding us.
You weren't my guide last night. I paid for one.
You certainly haven't earned thanks yet.
Yeah, you haven't guided me for. He's right. Good point, Manaroth. Good point.
He says from the other end of the hall, just Alright.
Well, I'm not that far away, but
He's right
I
here.
can't see. I didn't see it.
No, Briarheart. I rented a guide for the party to get me through all the politics.
You really didn't have to rent one.
I did. I don't mean no offense to you, but so far it's not been very good, personally. I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but you're very whimsical and chaotic.
And you're in the Feywild.
I am. So I doubled down and got a different guide for last night, no offense.
And how was that guide?
It was pretty good. They're very good at translating his, what do you call him? The one that doesn't, Silmer, the Riddler. He speaks in riddles.
Riddler.
He did a very good job translating. I was very...
Could have asked me.
No, you were a little busy. And like I said, so far, track record is not that great. But
How so?
it's only up from here. What do you mean? I've broken so many rules. You're meant to guide me not to break the rules. You told me after I broke them what they were.
Well, I told you I was going to tell you on the way, so...
Instead of taking us where we were meant to go, you took us to your parents.
You asked for a safe place.
For
An
you!
advantageous place, but you can use... And? That's the way that I saw it as safe, and I brought you to what I view as a safe place.
See, your perception of safe and mine are completely different. That's why I opted for a different guide last night. One that sticks to their word when coin's involved. I'm not paying you. You can do what you want.
Well, I do stick to my word.
I'm sure you do, but I'm sure you also find loopholes.
That's
It's in
what
your
I need to
nature. See. Not for me. I like to make sure I'm getting what I pay for. And I'm not paying for your services, so I'm not getting anything. Apart from a headache and bees.
Lots of people.
Okay, that one was also your own fault.
How's I meant to know? You're
I
the
thought
guy,
it
you're
was obvious.
supposed
Why
to
would you
tell
go-
me. That's the problem. You're thinking it's obvious. We're not from here. That's not obvious at all. I need
It's
it to be
not obvious
spoken
for you
out
to
and
not break
elaborated.
things that belong to someone,
What did I break?
even if
I
it is
ate
simply the
them.
Feywild.
They flew into my mouth.
The plants that they were on. Owned by the
How was I
Feywild.
supposed to know you don't smack plants out of your way? If I go through a jungle, I smack them out of the way. That's what you do. You cut down what's in front of you to make a path. We're being chased, for goodness sake.
Yeah, and I said follow my path, and on my path, I didn't break anything on the way.
You should have told me not to break anything before I started breaking.
Well, I didn't see you doing that because I was leading you from the front.
Well, guide me instead.
Where do you want me to guide from?
Shout out! Don't break the plants. It's not good for mortals to do that.
Do I need to tell you to breathe?
You do, in case I break a rule. I
there-
need
is
it.
there
I
a
need
rule
it
to
to be
not
very
breathe?
obvious. I don't know. Every domain is different, apparently. I need it to be very obvious. That's all. Just give it to me straight, word for word. No trickery in the words. Just tell me, don't do this. Don't do it. Before I do it, preferably, please.
And how am I supposed to read your mind if you're going to do something that you shouldn't, and I don't know that you're going to do that?
Well, maybe if we're going into a place where there's things you shouldn't do, tell me the things I shouldn't do before
I told you the
I
rules.
do. After I did the thing. I said thank you twice to something in town, and now I have to do a little jig every time I hear a song that I like.
Okay, that one is fun though.
For you! Not
Do you
for
not
me.
like dancing?
Not normally. But now I feel compelled to dance, because if I don't, I'll break the rules. And I don't really know what'll happen if I break the rules. Because I haven't been told exactly what'll happen.
It depends on which rule you break,
See? It's all just a lot
and
of nonsense to
on
me.
what the deal is.
Fucking
Well, it's not the same where you are, where the laws.
Getting out of here.
It's not the same where you are, where the laws have different consequences for when you break them.
True, I suppose we're just going in circles at this point. I think you guide in your own way. I'll just pay closer attention to what you do.
Well, the two of you shut up. I'm struggling here.
I provided you a roof over your head.
Yeah, I thank you for that, but just shut up.
Oh my gosh.
That's a favor.
Not to me.
Father to his son.
This is just Holman shouting from
Yeah.
halfway down there.
Oh, you're in the Feywild.
You're
not can take- one of you my can take a favor for it.
children.
I'm not taking a favor from him, only from you and your brother. Just because I'm a little curious what he'll do.
Alright.
Well, shall we go?
Is everyone ready?
Manoroth already left. Like halfway through the conversation, you had enough.
By the way, that's my star right there for that conversation.
Kickfire comes out, helmet on. I see that plenty of people are a lot more chipper than others.
You owe 2 favors.
I owe what now?
You
2
owe
favors for me
2
doing the favor of
favors,
not having the first favor
Only
be that.
one favor. and that's
No, there's
that.
two.
It's 2
apparently.
favors. Because I did you the favor of not having the first one be that. Unless you want it to be that now, then I'll count it as both favors.
I will never, ever, 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 ever willingly speak to your parent.
Okay.
Sounds like a declaration for war, if you ask me.
As if
In the
would
meantime-
want to speak to them.
In the meanwhile, as this conversation is going on and people are gradually exiting the chapel, Holman will pull himself up, start staggering in the same direction. However, Mox, I think you had stuff you wanted to tell yourself with the head. Not?
Yes. First, I'm going to take some notes, and I'm going to cast Taker's Premonitions.
Okay.
I'm going to do 2 attack rolls here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm writing this down. One sec.
Yeah, no problem.
Six, 14. Thank you. As I sit down and concentrate and try to tune out everything around me for a minute.
Mhm.
Let's see if this is going to surge. And it is. Right
Give
off
me
the
one
bat.
more d20, please.
I'm so glad you're in your own room when you're doing this.
uh, these 2 dice you can feel will last 48 hours.
Sweet. Okay. So I will have I try to listen in for the premonition of the battle ahead. And I'm trying to see, hopefully, with hope in my heart, that Harkin striking down his next foe, but it kind of happened, it kind of didn't. I don't know. It's unclear.
You're not sure why, but you can feel the sort of twisted timeline where, everything feels a little bit off. Like time is not really real, takes effect on the spell, thus doubling the duration of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine, to be honest, you'll have used them, but
48 hours, so I guess he does talk to her Briarheart's parents at some point. Interesting. I didn't hear the conversation, but I assume. But sorry, go ahead.
Roll me a d6 as well.
All right.
All right. And a d100.
Let's go.
Minor divination. So as you cast the spell, it does surge. Your mind begins to cloud over as you try and like pull, seeing these scenes. But as the timeline around this stuff gets warped, as you try and picture it, you feel as the spell will last longer. But as you try and search for any sort of answers or see this, the strike, as you said, of Harkin, you can feel your mind gets a little bit muddied. You have disadvantage on your next wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to force myself to make a wisdom saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have that.
But command yourself to not have that anymore.
Right. I command myself. No, I don't take command. It seems kind of a messed up spell. I'm gonna
command yourself to grovel. That would feel very, very awkward.
Right. I'm going to then cast after I've done that. Actually, I can actually ritually cast this for 11 minutes if that's okay, Ty.
Yeah, that's fine. There's still the chance for it to surge. It just means it won't use spell slot.
Absolutely, yeah. But I'm gonna use this.
Okay, yep. Roll me 1d20 first, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, and now see if it surges. Roll me a d20 and then potentially another d20.
Okay. And
hey, nice. Okay. God damn. Let me see.
Yeah, that 20's forgot.
Roll me a d10, please.
D10. Number 9.
Okay. Okay. That said, you see as your form begins to shimmer as you cast this, and whilst you are asking these questions, you feel that you are displaced in the world. You actually end up somewhere else. As your form turns invisible, what are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to speak to the statue of Ouija's as a sort of stronger communication method, and I'm trying to ask Ouija's, my first question being if she is aware of Kataru and the events that follow with the Devourer, or the giant maw that consumed the world.
So I want to be very clear that you get yes or no answers for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The answer to the first question is no.
Well, that really confuses me, because when I tried to use Channel Divinity, what's it called? The Divine Intervention, we just wanted me to see that those images is what I remember how that went. So, but she wanted me to see to experience the images, but she's unaware of what is going to happen.
Unfortunately, it specifies yes or no, so I can't give you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to explain my emotional roller coaster here.
It does say I could provide unclear, which I guess would be maybe, but no, I'm going to stick with no. I think that gives you more information to work with. Anyway, carry on.
That's fine. Let's see. I didn't really think this through. Is there the world is seemingly going to come to an end if these events transpire. So I guess my question would be, is this something I have to worry about? But I don't know if she would understand that, not knowing what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
what was the question?
Is it something
My question-
she has to worry about?
Yes, it's so like I have to deal with or have to worry about. Okay.
Yes.
And would it be possible to sort of alert? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna send this premonition one way or another to Ouija's, the vision included, so she has it. But is it possible to then distribute that to the Jassidans, and we sort of kind of accumulate as much information as we can for this to then later reconvene at a later time? So is it possible to kind of sort of spread this through the network of Jassidans, is what I'm asking, so that everybody kind of knows that this is going to happen?
Yes.
Perfect. That's possible, yes. Is she going to do it? Who
You've-
knows?
You feel as you ask your 3 questions and you have experience with this spell, you expect it to be over at this point. There's a lingering of magic that still resides as you sort of finish up, and you can feel that the spell seems to be, the best description you can come up with is echoing. You can cast this spell again instantly for no cost.
Okay. Sure. I'll do it again.
You
You
were
see that
really
you are-
underprepared for this.
Still invisible at this time. Go ahead and roll me a d20, a d20, a d20, please.
DJ, could you also write the questions down and the answers for notes? That would be cool.
All right, perfect. As you feel, you continue to like shimmer, almost perfectly invisible as you stay in this form. For whatever reason, you're not sure. You have 3 more questions. Please feel free to ask.
Is it possible to become a nexus point in the streams of magic of the worlds for me?
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Oh my god, he's a way to think.
Well, okay, what question did you ask so far for the notes?
Shoot, I don't remember it specific. The first one was
If she knew about the one vision that he had, where with the mole and stuff.
from Catharu and the Devourer.
Why are you gonna make this so difficult, Tim? Why can't you just ask, will it be a nice day tomorrow?
Okay, what was
Will
the
we
question two?
survive?
The second one was if I had to worry about that.
And the
Okay,
answer
that
was
was
yes.
the first question.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was yes. And then the last question was
Would it be
if it's
possible to
possible-
alert and spread that
Correct.
knowledge to the other
Yes.
followers, I assume?
Yes.
Right? It's okay. And then we had this nexus point question. Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. 2 more questions, right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. if we just knows, are any of the current members of the Wild Hunt related to Harkin in any way?
Oh,
Family-wise.
Spicy.
No.
Okay.
Well,
You don't know what you said no to now.
the problem is you said in any way, which
Well, I mean, sorry. What I meant is like by blood, like family. That's what I meant. Sorry.
I mean,
Yes.
related to in any way. Well, like yeah. 'cause
Right.
Yeah.
I apologize. My I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with your wording. But no, going by what you mean, as in family.
Yes, I meant family. Yeah. Okay, so that's out. Okay.
Trixie.
And
Silly Ouija tricks of kids.
right.
What's your last question? I'm ready.
Will Homan be happy as a Jurgar?
Asking the real questions.
Unclear.
Okay.
What the fuck is a Holman?
With this, this time you do feel the magic dissipate, and with it, you see as your skin stops shimmering and your vision, your form becomes visible again.
It would be real funny if you started or you got it again and then again. And
Just have
again.
a whole session of just asking.
And then just at one point, your god just literally comes over and says, "Enough! Stop!"
like reaches
Yeah,
through
same thing.
the statue, slaps me. Shut the fuck up.
I'm busy. Stop asking questions.
I'm trying to teach. Stop interrupting.
Fucking find it out yourself, you lazy punk.
Yeah, figure it out. Ask Coleman. Sorry. It's like 25 minutes later I come out.
Do you have any other spells that you'd like to cast to ready yourself?
Let me see. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Since we're about to go into battle and they did say it, I'm gonna cast. Well, actually, I have to find Harkin before I do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll catch up with Harkin.
I don't know why that's the thing. All right.
I have something to cast once we're outside. But I don't know if anyone else has anything to do in the cathedral.
I'm waiting for all you guys.
we can leave that up to other people. That's fine. If they want to do something, they can let me know.
Just let me know if I manage to do it.
You will do. Just give me a moment before we get. As you all make your way out into the courtyard, it is eerily silent now. It is a stark contrast to the riotous revelry of the night before. Empty chairs sit askew, their legs splattered with spilled wine. The various tables often lie overturned, platters abandoned to the whim of nature, and garlands of flowers hanging limp. Once vivid hues, slightly dull, and petals scattered across cobblestones like confetti. The air hums faintly as the echoes of laughter and song still linger, caught in the Feywild's timeless grasp. A single goblet rolls lazily across the ground in the breeze, a metallic clink, the only sound in this hollowed-out memory of a celebration. As you exit, it is now, you find yourselves alone. But you're all together. What would you, there's a few people that want to do things. You're in the courtyard. What do you do?
Yeah. As I look around, curious that, such a party can just vanish like that, but I suppose it's
Everything
true. I guess you can. Yeah, fate parties, I guess, are wild, unpredictable, and vanish without a trace.
Everything can.
And as I stand there, I look over to Mox and I tell him, I owe you half a charcoal, as I break his charcoal in half and hand him the other half.
Ah,
Then I crush the other half in my gauntlet and I begin drawing out a magical circle upon the ground. Everything is gone. Oh yeah, can you put me to the helmeted version?
Yeah, carry on.
I start drawing out a magical circle on the ground somewhere over yonder because I need the space. As I start using Find Greater Steed, this takes 10 minutes to cast. But I'm gonna bring full Zatso again, but this time in the form of Mighty Griffin.
Oh,
huzzah!
And basically, with the crushed charcoal, lets him like draw with his hand, and when he's finished drawing the circle, he slams his hand on it, burning the rest of the charcoal off, and coming forth from the circle, almost clawing its way out from this purple light that emits from this magical circle, comes Statso as a black griffin with glowing purple eyes, talons as white as pearls, massive in form again. And I pet the large bird. Happy to have my old friend back, and let me use up the spell. Well,
Unfortunately, we just lost all our stuff that was left in the camp.
Yes, well, we were never coming back there anyway. It's just laying there. And let me roll d20. Doesn't search. Good to have you back, Zatso.
Yeah, I forgot to roll d20 for detect magic. Okay.
Right.
Marov looks around, seeing no one's here, so Mar's gone as well. Can we see the castle from here where we're standing? Is it sort of like in one of the open sections?
It's a long way off, but you can definitely still see it. Yeah, in the distance.
Well, where's this last stop we have to make before the castle? I need to deliver
this way.
something, right? Let's get this done.
Princess Bob, a moment, please.
It's no one around, Mox. Just call me Hawken here.
With so many underturned tables, are you willing to take a risk?
What is it?
May I add an additional enhancement in terms of magic, if it's all right with you?
Do you have in mind?
Death Ward. The Ward of
Suppose that will be useful if we encounter members of the Wild Hunt again.
Alright.
Very well. We'll accept.
I am trying to target you, but you are beneath the griffin. There we
I'm
go.
not. I'm on top of it. I ride him like my
Beneath
mighty
Lord.
steed.
Can we put a marker on him?
Well, that's cool. Yeah, there's a Death Ward marker. It
Perfect.
exists.
The last time I used this spell, we forgot about it.
Check convenient effects. Yeah, there's a Death Ward in there.
Oh, actually, I don't see one.
Oh, I guess it's not because it's a different game. It's in Tuesdays, is it? I guess. Should it not have the same things, Ty? Oh, well.
Different game, different sex, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, there's Death Ward.
That's a creepy skull. Very well, Mox. Come, let's deliver your... What was it? A marble? A bowl?
I believe it was an orange bowl. I hold it up. It's a little orange bowl marble.
It's no longer there.
Oh, Uh-oh. Let's go.
Medic.
Alright, let's head out.
Yeah, Briarheart will lead them down the mountain and back. Is it kind of in the forest? Does she live in the forest? I don't remember.
Nice.
I don't even remember the person we were supposed to be delivering this to. It's been so long now.
Both like the artwork separate for the griffin because he looks sick as fuck.
Wow.
Who are you talking about? Briarheart?
I'm trying to remember her name.
It's like Setha? I don't remember her name.
I'm scrolling down the spot.
Oh, Satha.
Right
Satha.
Satha.
Satha, yes.
Satha.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go through my pages.
Oh, wait. I remember now. Yeah.
I'm gonna lead them to Satha's.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d10, please.
On it.
Oh.
Roll me a d20.
Hopefully it only takes 1 minute to get there.
19 minutes.
Nope.
1 hour, 90. 1 day, 19 hours.
Oh, no, no. As you head out of the vineyard, you have a very short walk, literally a couple of minutes, to get back onto the main path that continues to wind itself up into the mountains. As you get back onto that main path, the sharp winds begin to pick up as you ascend, carrying with it this flurry of seemingly snowflakes that feel like they dance and swirl in the air like tiny stars. The once vivid greens of the Feywild and the meadows and the beautiful flowers and the forests that are behind you give way to this pale dusting of white on the ground as the world begins to transform into a canvas of muted greys and silvers. Each step crunches softly underfoot as the snow growing thicker as the temperature drops. Stillness settles over the landscape, broken only by the faint whisper of the wind weaving through the trees. It feels as though the mountains itself is exhaling this deep, wintry breath. And as you make your way up the path, walking for a short time, Mox, you notice a set of footsteps to your side, just off of the path in the deep snow. But something catches your attention about them, something odd, at least odd by material plane standards. You see that in these footsteps there is silver,
Ooh, the fuck?
which is a almost liquidized silver, swirling at the bottom, as if whatever is walking beside you is leaving hints of like watered down liquid silver in its wake.
I'll gather Rosie's attention and direct everyone's attention to the footprints. Say, do we see that? There's a set of footprints right there. It could be mercury, but it seems a bit too cold for that. Perhaps it's silver?
What shape are the footprints, Ty?
Like foot shaped.
Okay. 'cause
It was a joke. They are like humanoid style, as if somebody is wearing boots. They're pretty standard. Okay. As per the size of them, slightly larger than you'd expect from a human, but only slightly. Maybe just very tall.
Do they stop when we stop, or?
No. Sorry. I think I did make it sound like they were walking alongside you, but actually the footsteps carry on ahead of you. You imagine that with the snow that is currently falling, they must be reasonably fresh, but they are not happening as you.
Would I have any inclination of what the of what might have made these footprints?
Roll me a nature. Roll, please.
Would I get advantage on this one?
Nope. You don't get advantage just because it's something that you are aware of. Like, I just wouldn't let anybody else roll. That's the advantage you have. You have the capability.
Okay, I was thinking like with Hunter's Bane, with the recall information about the creatures.
No.
About okay.
All right. As you recall your, as you try and recall information, you realize there's one other interesting thing about these footsteps, is they are not perfectly straight. They are not, what's the word? Like, if you expect something to walk, it's like that. These ones are a little bit skew, as if something is stumbling. And you know what this is. It's a fey creature. It is it's called a moon hare. It is a large, silver-furred rabbit.
Would anyone like to hunt rabbit?
No, I would like to get to the destination.
No, I want to go in on this. It's bad to crush plants, but hunting animals, oh, that's fine.
Is that allowed?
Depends on whose domain we're in.
We don't even know. Where are we at the moment?
It could still be Silmar's domain. It could be someone. It could have transitioned to someone else's, or it could just be pure Feywild.
There's no noticeable change, is there? Normally.
Is there?
Sorry, noticeable change to what, sir?
Domains.
When we leave one's, when you leave one's domain and enter another.
Yeah, there's no change. Okay. I mean, in some specific domains, there obviously might be, but that would be more domain specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what was this rabbit called?
Moon hare.
What's the name of this? Moon hare.
A moon hare.
Like a hare.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking.
Hi. Yeah. Alright. Well, what can you tell us about this moon hare?
They are notorious pranksters, as are so many other Fae.
Surprise.
They are, but they are typically pretty harmless. Like while some Fae pranks are actually quite ruthless, shall we say, they typically are not something to be feared. They do like to play pranks, but it's usually in the way of like. If anything, they're like really rubbish pranks of like they'll swap items around, so you'll be like, I thought they were the other way around. But it makes no like fucking difference. You know what I mean? Or they'll like jump out at. They'll do things like just jump out at you and things like that. Like most Fae, they're just very playful. They're surprisingly big. They stand at about 5.5 foot. Tall,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they like honey. They are one of the Fae that do genuinely really adore honey.
Oh, they're harmless pranksters, but they're big.
Big harmless pranksters, huh?
Big harmless prankster rabbits.
Uh-huh.
Do you have honey on hand?
What?
Do you have honey on hand?
No.
You should get some.
No,
This is important to our current goal,
Yeah.
Briarheart.
Well, we might encounter
Roll me a
silly
wisdom
prank.
save.
Me?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm. You have advantage. There's a moment where you want to tell him that it is very important to your quest. You're not sure why. You know it's not true.
Do you pause for a second, but thinking? Probably not.
Good, then let's keep going. Guide on.
But what about
So,
the
woman, we need to deliver this item who lives
sorry.
here in the mountains.
Ty, does she? I asked before. I don't remember if you said anything.
If what, sorry?
If Satha lives in the mountains.
You tell me. Yeah, you're going to Satha's house. That's fine.
She lives here and there. It depends on the time of year. But this
Is it the
year
right time of year?
This time.
We are
It'll only
going
be a
the
few
right
hours
way.
of a detour to get to where she lives now.
Right.
Keep your eyes open, Zatso, as will I.
Either way, you continue to walk. The footsteps at some point divert off to the left, wisping away from you into a small grove of pine trees. You can see there's a sprinkling of other sorts there as well. But for the most part, you ignore it and keep on walking. As you continue to ascend up the mountain, you get to a path. Braha, roll me a survival check, please. You get to a crossroads, split in the path. Wonderful. Roll me a d4, please. You realize that you have gone the wrong way. You need to backtrack
What?
a little to get to Satha's house. You must have, somewhere with the snow being heavily laden, you've missed the turning to Satha's house.
I think I might figure out what the prank was this time.
What?
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 Her house is actually a little bit back.
Alright.
You're telling me you went the wrong way?
Like I said, we had harmless pranksters.
I think we should have stuck with your new guide, Conroe.
Well, let's turn around.
We'll give her another go. Go on.
She turns around and starts seeing them. Yeah.
And start making your way down the mountain once again. As you're making your way down, you see the tracks in the snow, this time leading down the mountain. Same direction they were going. Away from the trees this time. And you're walking.
Is it
for
also in
some
the direction of Satha's?
Yeah. You're walking for some time, winding your way down as the snow begins to lessen the more you descend down, and eventually you start to see the greenery of the meadows once again in the distance as you wind your way around the mountains.
Are we going back to where we came from?
In the distance, you see the court of the vineyard, in the middle of the vineyard, begin to approach again.
Okay, what in the nine hells is this? Why are you guiding us, Briarheart? Because this is not correct.
I don't want to say it, but that looks awfully familiar down there. Another little prank.
Ty, is it just... Does she live at that fucking vineyard too?
No, definitely.
Okay. Am I going the right way, though?
Roll me a survival check.
Can I use guidance here?
Yeah.
You better help
my-
my sister out, dude.
I'll help my sister out.
Nice.
No, Satha lives up the mountain.
Holy shit.
I swear to God, I love this.
Holy shit.
You knew that this morning, that when you left from the vineyard, that Satha lives up.
Right.
Before they start asking questions, Rosie, let's make haste.
Yes.
You turn around and start heading back up.
Last month she was down the mountain. My apologies.
The wind.
You know, I've heard of
sharpens
it.
again.
You know, I've heard of this. There was a wizard once who had a traveling house, shrouded legs and everything. And one day it was here, the next it was there. Magic, in general, it's a fickle thing sometimes, particularly in the Feywild, of course. And obviously, whoever the Satha person is, sent to on this particular quest. I guess in my general case, it's my fault for taking a quest on from what was her name? Ravana.
Ravana. Mm-hmm.
Ravana.
I like the paper noise as he just grabs his note. He said it.
Just like flip. So there's like Mox is like flipping through. It's just like anyway, so this should come to little surprises. The house itself may be moving even as we speak, and of course tracking, unless magical, may be slightly skewed here and there. Hopefully this should be the absolute last time we have to turn around. If we have to turn around 3, 4, 5, 6 more times, you know, what is it?
I will literally throw you off this mountain if we have to turn around 5, 4, 6 more times.
I will take that wager.
I have a giant bird tiger. I can pick you up and throw you off this mountain.
Oh, it's like a griffin tiger. Oh, that's cool. It's like a tiger griffin.
Did you put a picture of it somewhere?
Yeah, I was asking.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Picture for it, the full one. Because I kind of want to see the full picture of this new dog.
That is, of course, a magnificent beast.
Yeah, very pretty.
Also not important right now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Prettiest of griffins.
Briarheart, are you certain this little moon hair is harmless?
Was that
In
just
terms
what
of
you
pranks.
think?
Well, it doesn't look very harmless is all I'm saying. Are you certain?
What, do you see it somewhere?
Possibly.
It doesn't look very harmless. Have you seen it?
I may possibly be seeing it, yes. It is definitely not something I would say looks harmless.
So I'll try to look where he's looking.
If I gesture in the direction where I see it watching me, does anyone else see it if I point that way? Right.
There's nothing
there.
Nothing there, Cardi.
He's just pointing to the little glade of trees, but there's nothing there.
That is oddly terrifying and not quite as what I would say is harmless. Definitely not.
How far away is that glade of trees he's pointing at from us?
About 150 feet. It's just on the other side of a small valley.
Wait here for one moment. Just cover me from behind.
You weren't joking when you said it was quite large.
Well, yeah, it's big.
That's definitely a big one.
I will approach the glade somewhat, riding on Zatso until I am within at least 60 feet, sort of in the direction where the cardinal was pointing, and then I will use Divine Sense.
All right, roll me a survival check, please.
I will use card, and I will play the Flex card to give an additional +2 to the survival check that I'm going to make.
Wow, convenient.
That's convenient.
Okay, yeah. We'll manually add. Well, if you can add it go ahead. But yeah, maybe a survival check.
Nice.
Okay.
21.
All right. You make your way over the valley. The wind wisps under the wings of the griffin. And as you get closer, you can feel that the tree line feels further away than you expected. It takes you a moment to navigate your way there. As you use Divine Sense, you reach out. You don't pick up on anything. Nothing returns.
I squid.
No fiends, undead, or celestials.
Nothing.
Or hallowed ground.
I didn't turn around and head back towards the party. That's
Roll me a perception.
Did it move at all whenever Harkin headed that direction?
Nope.
Did that?
You are on the wrong side of the grove. You've somehow circled it. Not sure why. But you can see the party standing on the path where you left them. You're able to. You have to pass over the grove to get back to them. And in the middle, you do see a large tree that appears to be dead. It's the only one in the grove. But you can see
That's
it
ominous.
appears to be hollow.
I don't like
It's
that.
just what you pick up as you make your way back to the group. But it takes you a good, I would say, 20 minutes of flying to make your way back to the group. Just swooping and soaring with the thermals as eventually you land back with the party.
Did they see me as I come back? Like, did they see that it takes forever for me to come back?
Not forever, just 20 minutes. Nice and quick.
Rosie,
It's only
Um,
150
I-
feet away, keep in mind.
I only have about 2 turnarounds from Hawken before he throws me down a mountain. Let's make haste, shall we? We're late.
This place is cursed, I'm telling you. I
It's
don't know
really
what happened,
moving.
but when I went to find the Cardinal's bunny rabbit or whatever that was, I was on the other side of the grove suddenly.
Is that what took you so long? You were just over there.
I don't know. It was
You were away for
fine.
20 minutes, you know.
20 minutes.
My body clock told me.
It felt like I was only away for a few minutes. That's
I think we should stick close together and not split off like that again. Cardinal, if
was
it
also,
comes any closer or does anything, do notify us.
There was also something else weird I saw
There's-
when I flew back here.
It's a little ominous currently. It is holding.
I'm going to say 6 of them.
It's
Oh my
holding up 6. What is that? Dice?
What?
It's holding up 6 dice and it's showing them to me.
Well,
Maybe
don't
on
get
Skype.
don't get distracted. This might be just those harmless pranks like Bryhard mentions. Just
No
ignore
one
it.
else like to gamble?
No.
Oh,
Not tell Duncan about that.
Yeah.
Duncan already looked. Duncan already is looking for the king.
it's over there. It's holding up 6 dice. Do I tell it to roll or do we go on?
You go on.
Tell it to roll.
Lead the way,
No.
Briarheart, and definitely don't roll those dice.
At the same time they said it.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it
start
wouldn't be
roll.
me rolling them if it wouldn't be me rolling them.
Duncan, we have places to. Sorry.
No, I just
fucking
said it out
Dusky,
loud in
Whatever.
case anything is listening. Definitely do not roll the dice.
I'm gonna roll some dice in the palm of my hand.
Okay, just do it to
Do
yourself.
you have a
Don't-
dice set?
Yeah, he has those fake dice, remember?
Yeah, it's loaded ones.
It's loaded
Roll me a
dice.
Roll me a d6.
The day that Duncan does not have dice on him is the day the world ends. Oh, there might go. The one of the end of the world.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Did the
We
dice
keep
change?
moving now.
Cardinal, the dice change.
Any change in the dice?
God damn it.
No, but you can see that they leave behind like a silvery trail similar to the footsteps as they roll.
Ooh.
I'll like sort of like as everyone's moving forward, I'll sort of like slow my step to match next to Duncan and just give him a running commentary of what's happening. Well, he rolled the dice and they're leaving like a silver trail behind him. I don't see what they landed on, but I'll keep you updated.
Let's roll some more dice.
Give me some, come on.
I'm gonna give.
Please do that while we're walking.
You can see that the next dice that you roll doesn't have the same effect. However,
Here, you try
if you roll a dice.
May I have a dice? I'll conjure a mage hand so I have somewhere to roll the dice onto.
Okay.
As we're
You roll-
walking, bring the mage hand and then roll the dice onto the hand.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
Hey, that's not bad. Let's see what'll happen.
You see as the same like silvery trail follows the dice as you roll it.
Nothing else.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Right again.
6.
I'll try it again. No. Roll it.
Yeah, the effect is not there this time.
Ah,
If you try it a third time, you explode, though.
seems to be a one-time thing. How many dice have you got, by the way?
I'm assuming I got at least 6 dice.
Roll me, probably, yeah. Roll me a perception both.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow, both pretty good. Well, my God, okay.
-1 is really awful.
Yeah. Both of you notice a new small weight in one of your pockets.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'll reach in. Very
And as
obviously
you
to Duncan.
reach in and pull it out. What you both pull out, same for both of you, is a small jar, like a potion jar, but clearly full of sticky golden honey.
I think we won.
Is this because we won or is this because we lost?
Oh, that's a good question. Would you consider honey good or bad?
Depends. I mean, normally good, but in this place, who knows? Maybe it's just messing with us.
No.
Let's see if we can trick somebody else into rolling.
I
You
have
can
an idea.
see that each of these jars has like a small ribbon wrapped around the neck of the bottle. For Duncan, that is a small, like dark green ribbon, and there's a label on the honey. There's a little handmade label that just says Bramblebane honey. And for you, Cardinal, there is a black and white, like striped ribbon wrapped around it, and it says Evergrasp honey.
I'm gonna add it to my
Please do.
Bramble Braid
Bramblebane.
Bane.
Bane of brambles.
Does yours say Evergrasps too?
No, it says Bramble.
What? We got different kinds. Hold on. I have an idea. You said to trick someone else into rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to trick anyone. I have 2 people that owe me favors. Excuse me. Max? Are you busy? Give me a dice.
There you go.
I'm like way ahead of the party.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
You gotta
Probably
catch
like keeping up next to Briarheart.
He
It's-
can
it's-
still run and catch up with you, even if it takes
No, it's
a few
fine.
minutes or whatever.
I can just message him.
Well, fine, go ahead. Him and his sister owe me a favor.
Mox, if you don't mind, the Cardinal will have a word with you.
Okay. Very well. Be right back. And I like drop my pace, and I like start slowly falling back till I get back to in line with Cardinal Amos.
Hello. Just calling in the favor. You wouldn't mind rolling this dice for me? Little experiment. The mage hand just sort of floats over.
Honestly, I don't think you should even call in a favor because it's an experiment. He's just gonna like it.
Yeah, but if he says no, we'll never know.
True.
Plus, this way, I don't like feeling like somebody owes me. You know, like to be even. Go ahead.
Sure.
Wonderful.
I pick up the die and roll the die.
You see the same. I mean, you instantly know something's off as it clatters across the mage hand that's in the air, and you can see the streaks and the droplets of liquid silver that it leaves behind, and you instantly know something's off about it. And you as well feel this small tug in your pocket as something with a small amount of weight drops into it. As you reach in, you also pull out a small vial of bramblebane honey.
All right.
Well, what's it say?
Bramblebane honey.
Bramblebane. Why is mine Evergrasp? Do you know Evergrasp?
I think you would note that they did both roll one.
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
I think it's the number of the dice we roll.
So he's got 3 more kinds of honey. Or 4 more, I don't know. We've only got 2 numbers.
Which honey?
Do you want this then?
You can keep it. We have one.
You
We're making a
keep it.
collection, just unique ones.
Just a little
Manera.
experiment.
Very well. I'll speed up and then catch up with Briarheart.
I'm gonna send a message to Manarod. Manarod, would you mind slowing down for a second?
Now are you muted?
I'm muted. I forgot how the spell works. Can I answer like a short message back?
Yeah.
I forgot how that message works. I just you hear a sigh and I'm like, what is it, Duncan?
Here, roll this dice for me.
Well, message. I've not come back to you yet. I just asked you.
I need your help. Just slow down.
Begrudgingly turns around, slows down. That's over.
Here, roll this.
Why?
Doesn't matter. Just roll it.
He glances. He looks at Cardinal.
It's nothing bad. Go on.
It's better not slow us down.
No, we're
He
still
rolls
moving.
it.
Still moving.
We're still
He
moving.
rolls it. D6.
Roll me a d6, please.
Oh no.
That's all right.
The sound of music background.
That's 1.
You get
Does anybody have an
a lot of
inspiration?
bramblebane honey.
Does anybody have an inspiration to re-roll that? Because I want a different number.
I'm not wasting my inspiration of that.
You
He
do
takes it
see-
out and looks at it.
Mm.
Where is it? Okay, what is this? Does this have to do anything with the moon hair?
It all happens in the same way. So you get the same silver like from the dice, and you feel the weight in one of your pouches or pockets. And you reach in, you see the small vial filled with what is obviously honey and wrapped in with a little green ribbon at the top. Bramblebane handwritten across it.
It's related, yes. I wanted to see other brands. I got a different one from you, but 3 of you now have rolled a 1.
Who hasn't rolled?
Are you
it?
using the good dice or your,
No,
special dice?
It's not the bad.
Weighted.
Yeah, it's the one is weighted.
The
Maybe
special
use
dice.
the other dice.
The special dice only rolls a 6. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure you have ones that also go just once. I would believe it.
No, the dice are not loaded. Let's
Yeah,
see if
no, they're definitely not. Totally not.
Let's see if Holman is willing to roll a dice. Hey, Holman, would you mind
He's too
rolling
hungover.
it?
What?
Slow down for a little bit.
Oh, is this some sort of joke? Because my legs are short. Good work. Slow down, he says.
No.
That's the girl mood.
Do you know how difficult I'm having a time keeping up with you bunch anyway? Now you want me to slow down?
I was assuming he was in front of us if that's not the case.
No.
Yeah, but it's taking him a lot of work to be there.
Oh, okay. Appreciate
What,
Really fucking winded.
what do you want,
You have,
Duncan?
you have to slow down because Manaros can't keep up if we will try to reach you.
What?
All right.
I was in front of him.
But you're not anymore.
Oh my god.
Once he reaches us, here, roll this dice.
Takes the dice, and without it, like he's annoyed, he's out of breath, he's hungover. He just takes the dice and rolls it.
Hey.
Did you roll one?
And you see he sort of looks a little confused, reaches into his pocket and will pull out a small vial with a silver ribbon wrapped around it. And this one, Celestial Dew Honey.
Hmm.
What is this? Some sort
No
of trick.
clue. Just happens every time we roll dice for the first time.
Do I
Not
keep
every
this? This is mine now.
Yeah, keep it.
Why don't you
I
drink
will.
it?
I don't know if it's eatable.
Why don't you drink it, Cardinal?
The Durgar.
I
Jamming.
Why
What are
don't
y'all
you
talking
drink
about
it,
back
Cardinal?
Well, he's got the best looking
Get
one.
him.
No, it's a silver.
What
Obviously,
are
it's
y'all bickering
different.
about back here?
And honestly, you guys are immune to are resistant to poisons. You should drink.
Yeah.
This is poison.
Oh,
No,
something
we
is
don't
poison.
know. No, we don't know.
We don't know. That's why we want you to drink.
But
it.
it's better if you try, because you're more tolerant than we are.
Exactly. Look, the cardinal berry all skin and bone.
He looks.
I'll
to,
die.
He looks at Manaroth for a second, sort of looking for confirmation on it.
Oh, you can't make your own decisions, can you?
And with that, he pulls off the stopper almost in anger.
He was about
Goes
to. Manor was about to say something. You son of a bitch.
Too late. Pulls the stopper off and goes to down it, and the honey just very slowly starts to trickle out.
It's an awkward moment. Super.
And there's slow, and eventually the whole thing just sort of gloops into his mouth. I don't feel any different. And as he says this, and you can see he gets a little bit angry. Those of you that are around him, Duncan, Amos, Manaroth, I need you to make me a saving throw, please.
Oh no.
A
no.
saving throw.
I need. I'm checking on what it is. It's a dexterity saving throw. Manny, you
Of
would
course.
not get advantage on this, I'm afraid.
Of course, because he's exploding.
Didn't see it coming.
At the front with Mox and Briarheart. Oh, Mox, I certainly hope we will soon. What the fuck?
They're rolling dice and getting free honey. I forgot my shit.
Free honey?
Free honey.
They're getting
There's
free
no such
honey.
thing as free honey. It always comes at a cost.
Manaroth and Duncan, you begin to glow as you are under the effects of fairy fire.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. It's nothing.
He's getting honey back there, and I'm not getting any of it.
Almond is able to cast fairy fire for the next hour for free.
This is
Multiple
cool.
times?
Yes. Only for the next hour, which is.
Then
Okay.
what?
Just to confirm something, then could he have drank that potion as an action in the middle of combat?
2 minute drink time.
Yeah, I think this guy's as slow as molasses, so I'm just kind of wondering.
In theory, yes, but he's got to basically scoop it. He would get a bit of a
Oh,
sticky head.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh
Winnie
style.
the Pooh style. Yeah.
Oh no!
Shotgun. Just poke a hole in the bottom of the glass and shotgun it.
Just start drinking the glass.
Just eat the whole vial.
Fucking
As you
French-
arrive back at the same crossroads, Briarheart, can I have a D4, please?
While she does that, sort of as we sort of start glowing, I will for a moment glare at the Cardinal. I just want you to know that you're lucky that nothing bad happened. I would have made you responsible for it.
It's honey. What could have gone wrong?
A lot of things. We are in the Feywild. Also, Cardinal, are you not a wizard? Do you not have capabilities to identify something without drinking it?
I do, but it was more entertaining for him to drink it.
Over the course of the next hour, there we go. Holmond will multiple times cast Fairy Fire, just out of fun, on all of you, attempting to do so multiple times until the point, because Holmond is not a caster and has completely forgotten that it has the chance to just surge. And Evocation is, of course, Fairy Fire is, of course, an Evocation spell.
Oh no.
And so eventually,
Cardinal.
That's not my fault. He's willingly
as he
casting
casts
magic.
it on the three of you, Manny, Duncan, and the Cardinal, as you begin to glow, you get shocked for 10 points of lightning.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to be standing 31 feet away from him in case he blows up.
As you begin to glow,
Almost, I would appreciate to stop that.
Shit.
And that
Sorry.
one's not on me.
That's on Cardinal Amos. As this happens, Bryhart, you get to the same crossroads, but as I said before, and I'm not sure why you went back, honestly, but as I said before, Satha lives up the mountain. So you know the right path here is just to carry on straight across. But as you carry on across the crossroads, as there is the sound of lightning just starts to crackle behind you as the snow begins to get heavier as you cross the crossroads. That is where we'll end the session. Duncan, give me a star and a wish, please.
Oh, I really wish the person we're looking for lives down the mountain.
Shit.
No, don't wish that, please, God, I beg you.
Okay, good to know.
I beg you. Please.
That's my wish. I'm not
Perfect.
taking
What's
it.
your star?
I'll give it to Cardinal Amos just for the great roleplay and so much fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bryhart, give me a star and a wish, please.
My star is going to go to Moment for that last little bit of just fairy shock. And also how he was doing and how he was doing during the fight, and it's I'm also going to give a side star and splendid to Amos for him starting to embrace the Feywild chaos. Let's go.
I think he's doing it willingly. I think he's going mad.
Hey, Rayhard hasn't used this phrase in there yet, but one of the catchphrases she probably one of the phrases that she probably has is, "Yeah, learn to wear your insanity, or it'll wear you down."
I feel like you should not thank people for developing Stockholm syndrome. You know, like this is like we kind of here we're forced to be here, so like.
I mean, Briarheart should really lean into the chaos, and when going down the mountain, up the mountain, whenever we turn back, we should do some special moves and make everybody make the same moves, like it's mandatory.
Hey, Macarena!
Like that's the path.
What's your wish?
To actually get to Satha's house now, like, cause
That's easy. Just go down the mountain.
All right, beautiful. Thank you. Mox, star and a wish, please.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm gonna give my star to Duncan for his attempt at and secrecy with Silmar.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how all that plays out, and eventually, hopefully, everybody knows what's. Everyone gets in on it. I'm super curious. On the edge of my seat. As for a wish, I do want to see. Still want to see. Harkin 1v1 the King of the Wild Hunt.
All right, beautiful. Harkin.
There's a lot of funny moments, especially that at the end. I give my star. Although I give my star to Mox mostly for like the role play he had with Seymour.
Still there?
Seymour, I'm having a stroke. And because a lot of words were exchanged, but even he was like, Jesus Christ, what is this nerd talking about? So that was kind of funny to see witness, but everyone really deserves to talk because I think there was some real great roleplay going down here. As for Wish, yeah, I kind of wish we have to go up and down this mountain a few more times so I get to throw mocks off it. Just. No, the real wish is to at least to face off with these knights and gain victory, grandiose victory, showcase to the king that he isn't that much. And if he wants to hunt something, he should come out here and do it himself.
Okay, thank you. Amos, Stone Wish.
My star. My star will go to Mox this session. I am very much enjoying Mox's research, his accent, all of it. It is very, very entertaining. And my wish for some intense combat. I would like to scratch my itch. Yeah.
We want violence.
How are you taking a long rest, by the way, Stabby?
Yeah, but I just took 10 points of damage from the surge.
Right, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Almost exploded. I forgot.
He did, yes.
Well, no, he exploded us. He didn't explode himself.
Yeah.
One-sided explosion.
Yeah.
All right, Manny, Stone and Wish.
Scratch the itch.
I think I think I'll throw it over to Mox as well. There was some very good moments, very good role play. I did, even though sort of halfway through, I also lost the story a little bit during the conversation with Silmare. But I really enjoyed it nonetheless. I did my best to keeping notes on that as well, and well, to make it also notes, not a report. So it's very much just 3 points in the end. But I really enjoyed it.
Shot the jack.
I just missed it.
I'm sorry I made that fucking comment about you at the start of the session.
It's all good. So definitely to Mox. There was a lot of cool things. The communing was good too, and there's a very interesting questions asked as well. So I think that was pretty cool as well. And my wish is that we next session hopefully get to the castle.
So my next question: will Manaroth ever smile? Just straight no. Not even have to think about it.
I mean, he has done it already previously, but it was forced to by magic.
It was hard.
Yes, it was not on the course.
Gotcha.
Didn't get. Okay, lovely. Guys, thank you very much for playing. Thank you everyone for watching as well. We will be back same time tomorrow with Symphony of Swords.
Woo!
God, yeah. For some more Saltmarsh shenanigans. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We are back Thursday with Runner's Rise, which is going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. And then, back into the weekend. Thank you everyone for being here. If you are interested in what's going down, then please come join the Discord. You can use !mark Discord in the Twitch. But until then, we are going to go raiding because we are a good little band of orcs. And we're going to go raid the Chaotic Questers because that seems like people that we can align with. Seems like good people. They're playing some D&D. They're on episode 47, the helps.
Take your breakfast,
Can you
Rob?
imagine being
I
something
did.
fresh into a campaign? Guys, send them some love. Give them some cheese. Throw some emotes at them. And other than that, have a wonderful night and thank you for being here. But until next time, see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I like to point out that